just say 1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes? That's 33.3333% of adults. That means it could be me, my boss, or my boss's boss, or me, my favorite sister, or my other sister. That's 7 members of my 21-person
Check 1
romantic
2.
book club. Wait, but 1 in 3 could be me, my karaoke partner Carol, my karaoke enemy.
Hey Melvin,
I'm gonna take the risk test.
I can hear you now, but you don't have any. I don't have any levels. Do you hear me? Check 1 2. Check 1 2. There it is, Melvin. Yep. Nope. It's on now. It. Yep. Okay. Let's go after the song. Yep. Ready? Yeah, that's fine. Just go after the song. All right. All right. Thanks, buddy. Bye. Well, good evening from a brisk and cold Forest City, as we would call it here in Iowa. It's basketball weather. Common opponents in other sports, but for the first time, Forest City and Spirit Lake will meet in girls and boys basketball. It's the first girls-boys doubleheader of the season, and it will come to you next along with the Kingland Construction pregame show on KIOW. Well, hello and welcome back inside Forest City's Gymnasium. Zarin Eggestall with you for the evening as we get set for a girl and boy doubleheader for the first time this season. It's going to be the second time we get to see the Forest City girls, and it will all be brought to you courtside here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. You can also get the game on the KIOW app, which is free to download on Google Play and the Apple App Store. This is the Kingland Construction pregame show, Kingland Construction Service of Forest City. Kingland is proud of North Iowa and loves to support the area in many ways. When you need to build a house, outer building, or even remodel, call Kingland Construction Service today at 641-585-0101. That's 641-585-0101. Well, as we mentioned, kind of common opponents when it comes to other sports, whether it's football or even baseball and softball this past couple of summers. Forest City and Spirit Lake, the Indians have gone head-to-head, but in girls basketball, as far back as I could find, I think this is the first ever meeting between the Forest City Indians and the Spirit Lake Indians when it comes to girls basketball, and the same can be said when it comes to boys basketball. If there was a meeting, it was long time ago when it comes to boys basketball, but I don't believe there has ever been a meeting between these two schools when it comes to girls basketball, so to be a new opponent. Now, Forest City is not uncommon to playing non-conference games against teams out of the Lakes Conference. That's where Spirit Lake comes to us from, is the Lakes Conference. Has played Astorville, Lincoln Central in the past in some non-conference games, and also played some Lakes Conference teams when it comes to the postseason. But now here playing Spirit Lake for the first time this evening here on KIOW. We're going to tip off in about 5 to 6 minutes here, just past 6:15 here in Forest City, and it should be a good one between the Indians and the Indians. Both these teams come into tonight's contest with 1-0 record. Spirit Lake 0-1, Forest City 1-0 to start the season. Spirit Lake started their season with a 62-45 loss against a Sioux Central team. They're at Sioux Central High School, second straight road game for Spirit Lake, and well, they're going to stay on the road for a little while. They played Sioux Central at Sioux Central. They come here to Forest City tonight, and then on Thursday this week they head to MOC Floyd Valley in their conference. Over in that area. MOC Floyd Valley will host Spirit Lake when it comes to later on this week. Then they'll finally come back home and play some home games this year, as they'll have a whole stretch of home games in a row, 5 straight between Spencer, Central Lions, Storm Lake, Estorville, Lincoln Central, and Sioux City West. A very good team there out of Sioux City are all the teams that Spirit Lake has coming to town after this 3-game road trip. Well, for Spirit Lake, it's new to Forest City as an opponent, but also a little bit new when it comes to coaching, as they are coached by first-year head coach here at Spirit Lake. It's Todd Rogers under his first year here with the Spirit Lake Indians, but he is not new to girls basketball and not new to winning. So as Coach Erpelding kind of mentioned after the Algona win for Forest City, is going to be a team that's going to come in and going to be ready to go. Coach Rogers, in his career, has 376 career wins and only 135 career losses. He spent 20 years coaching Mediapolis, where he coached Mediapolis to 2 state tournaments. He also won 11 conference championships for Mediapolis. In the 20 years he was there. He started with Seymour in 1994 is where he started his coaching career, and we're going to talk more about that and more about him throughout the season as it goes on. For Spirit Lake over the last couple of years, last year was a 11-10 season for the Spirit Lake Indians. They also finished 11-10 in 2018, 2019 finished 17. 2017, 2018 finished 13-10, along with in 2016 and 2017 finished 13-10. Had a couple of state tournament teams in the mix there in 2014 and 2013. Had a couple of state tournament teams, and it's been a long time since the Spirit Lake Indians have had a losing record in their season. Forest City, is on the same path right now with third-year head coach Matt Erpelding. The Indians have been trending in the right direction over the last couple of years and are looking to continue to do that here this evening. One of the things that we saw with Forest City in that opening game against Spirit Lake is there's going to be some new faces, some new names that are going to come in there, against Algona. Going to be some new faces, some new names that are going to be in the mix for Forest City. And as Coach Erpelding alluded to in my post-game conversation with him, if you missed out on some of that post-game conversation, he said he's going to really need some of those new girls and some of those ones that have been on the team but maybe been injured in the past to really step up, and we're going to see what Forest City is made of tonight against a very good Spirit Lake team. All right, we're going to come back. We want to thank everybody for tuning in. We want to thank everybody from Spirit Lake tuning in as well here on the video feed. We appreciate both the Indian fans fan bases joining us here on the video feed this evening. All right, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back in 1 minute. We'll have our starting lineups and everything you need to know in the pregame show as you're listening to the Kingland Construction pregame show, Forest City Indian basketball. We're set for starting lineups in about a minute when we come back here on KIOW.
WCTA is committed to providing local phone service, high-speed internet, and the most reliable digital TV. They proudly support local schools, events, and charities. Their employees are your friends and neighbors who live and work in your community. WCTA is your local telecommunications cooperative.
Kingland Construction Services of Forest City. Kingland is growing and is in need of construction superintendents, laborers, carpenters, and more. Competitive pay, bonuses, company-paid health and dental, 401k, and more. Good luck, Indians. From Kingland Construction Services of Forest City, an equal opportunity employer.
Welcome back here on KIOW courtside as we get set for Forest City and Spirit Lake coming your way in just a couple of minutes as we'll get into our starting lineups. Well, you mentioned Coach Matt Erpelding for Forest City in his 20th year total of coaching, 19th year of coaching girls basketball, and his third year here with Forest City. His first 2 years at Forest City, he went 15-8 and 14-8 respectively and started 1-0 with Forest City defeating Algona to start things off for the Indians. That was a pretty big win for Forest City to start off this season, as the Indians have never defeated Algona. Well, it's been a long time. I shouldn't say never. It's been a long time since Forest City has defeated Algona in 2 straight seasons. In a long time, Forest City actually now only has 14 wins in the last 20 games against Algona, and 2 of those have come in back-to-back seasons now, and 2 of them under head coach Matt Erpelding. We mentioned a lot of teams that Forest City is going to face throughout the year, along with these Spirit Lake teams. But you got Algona, who's ranked. You got West Hancock, who's ranked. Osage, who's not going to necessarily play now, but could be a postseason team. Also very Clear Lake, another very good Class 3A team ranked number 5. All right, let's take a look at our starting lineups first for the road team. That is the Spirit Lake Indians. Number 2 is Emma Henriksen. She's a sophomore at 5'9". Number 5 is a sophomore again, Taylor Schneider. She is a 5'9" guard. Number 11 is Ella Turner. She's a freshman guard at 5'8". Number 12 is Brooke Smith. She is a junior guard at 5'10". And number 20 is Sophia Butler. She is a senior, the lone senior in the starting lineups, a forward at 6'1". Under first-year head coach here with the Spirit Lake Indians, it's Todd Rogers. Forest City, number 2 is Hannah Good. She's a senior guard at 5'5". Number 3 is Ellie Kaler. She's a senior guard at 5'5". Number 4 is Shay Dillavu, a junior forward at 5'10". Number 10 is Kaylee Miller, a senior forward at 5'10". And number 40 is Hannah Anderson, a senior forward at 5'10". All right, tip-off is next here on KIOW. National Anthem will come your way, and then tip-off is next. You're listening to Forest City Indian basketball on KIOW. after this. Welcome back to Forest City High School courtside. Zarin Egestal with you as we get set for the tip-off. First Forest City home game. And unfortunately, fans, we do miss having you here. We do have a few fans in attendance. Obviously, 2 fans per student-athlete that's out here. But a beautiful brand new Forest City Gymnasium, redone, remodeled Forest City Gymnasium, rather, I should say. It looks beautiful inside. I can't wait to get you fans inside here to take a look in person. The tip-off is up. It's going to be controlled by Spirit Lake. They will start with the basketball first, moving from left to right, wearing those all-red jerseys. Got all red jerseys with red shorts, Forest City, and their white home jerseys and white shorts. Basketball is going to go inside to Butler. Now it's loose for a moment. It's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be Forest City basketball. So the Indians force a turnover right away, and we'll get the basketball left back. And they move from the right to the left. They'll start with the basketball on their offensive side to the left side. It's Ellie Kaler with it now. Shea Dillard at the top of the key. 2-3 zone set up here by Spirit Lake, and Coach Rogers to start things off. Left corner, Ellie Kaler's got the basketball for the Indians. She drives baseline, stops with it, looking to get rid of it. She's trapped down low. Turner in there with the trap. Forest City does get rid of it, though. Kaylee Miller's got it to the top of the key now to the far side, inside the right corner. It's Hannah Good. Forest City trying to find a shot. That 2-3 zone causing them problems right now, as Forest City cannot get a shot up. Far right corner, 3-point bucket on the way. It's good. Hannah Good knocks down the 3-point bucket for Forest City, and that's a good start for the Indians and a good start for Hannah Good, as Forest City will start with a lead 3-0. 1 minute gone in period number 1 from Forest City High School. Basketball in the hands of Smith. Going to go up to Hendrickson with the basketball left side. Hendrickson gives it off to Schneider. Schneider will work back towards the top of the key, working on Shea Dillard. Now they're going to go back to Smith. Smith drives inside the lane. Turnaround jumper is short. Basketball will be off of Smith and into the hands of Forest City, and the Indians will have a chance for some transition points. Shea Dillard trying to drive baseline, being guarded there by Hendrickson in that 2-3 zone. Here's Kaylee Miller to the left side. Hannah Good now in the left corner. Ellie Kaler gets a pump fake. She stays on the floor, though, does not take a shot. Over to Shea Dillard. She drives inside the lane for 2. It's good. Already Forest City has started off a little bit shooting the ball a little bit better than they did against Algona. The Indians offense came on in that end of the second quarter, third quarter, and fourth quarter, along with that defense, but the offense starting early. It's 5-0, 2 minutes gone. Smith will try for a jumper, no good. Rebound by Forest City, and Shea Dillard, she stops with the basketball, and will give it off to Kaylee Miller, who will bring it up the court. Now Ellie Kaler's open for 3. Forest City with a chance to break it open. Ellie Kaler knocks down a 3. It's 8-0, and Spirit Lake wants timeout. We'll take it as well. Spirit Lake wants a 30. We're back in 30 seconds. Forest City leads 8-0 on KIOW.
Campus or online, find support from a community that makes you feel at home. Find out more today at waldorf.edu.
Welcome back here to Forest City High School inside the Forest City Gymnasium. Zarin Egestal with you. Forest City has scored on their first 3 offensive possessions, and they lead this ball game early 8-0 over Spirit Lake. Spirit Lake will get the basketball back. Forest City will start the defense in the half court on the defensive side. Offensive side for Spirit Lake in those red jerseys. Here come the Spirit Lake Indians back the other way. Smith with the basketball. The junior guard to the left side. Now dribbles back up towards the top of the key. Looking to pass it off. Being guarded tightly by Ellie Kaler. She's screened. Hannah Anderson comes for help. Corner 3 ball on the way. Turner, it's in and out, no good. And we've got a foul on the rebound after the shot. And it's going to go against Forest City. It's going to be the first team foul against the Indians and the first team foul against Ellie Kaler. So Spirit Lake will retain possession after the Ellie Kaler foul. Now Ellie Kaler trying to go for a steal. Spirit Lake has got Forest City's defense off cue a little bit, and it's a missed 3-point shot. Forest City will take it, and we're going to go back the other way. 5:21 to play, first quarter. Ellie Kaler going to try for another 3. It's no good. First missed shot for the Indians in this ball game, and we've got a jump ball, and it will stay with Forest City. So good job by Shea Dillevue fighting in for the rebound. After Spirit Lake had possession originally, Shea Dillevue reaches in and causes a jump ball, and Forest City will get the basketball. 5:15 to play first quarter. Hannah Anderson gets it to Hannah Good at the top of the key. Now swings it to the right side. Ellie Kaler with the basketball inside Hannah Anderson. Shea Dillevue wide open. It's a beautiful pass, exploiting the defense there, and Shea Dillevue's on the board for a second time tonight, and Forest City leads 10-0 with 5:01 to play here in quarter number 1. Basketball coming the other way. It's Schneider to the right side. Schneider top of the key. She'll give it off to Hendrickson. Hendrickson will bring it to the right side now. That's where Turner's got it. Turner goes back to Smith at the top of the key. Smith looking for a drive inside. Long shot, no good. About a 14-footer, and then Hannah Good rebound it. Try to get it up in transition to Shea Dillevue. She wasn't looking, though, and it's a steal back the other way for Spirit Lake. No good on a three-point shot. Kaylee Miller's got it. Forest City now working in transition. Shea Dillevue going to the rim, and she scores. Shea Dillevue's got 6. Forest City leads 12-0 here early. 4:25 to play first quarter. Across the line, here comes Schneider. Schneider with the spin move will kick it back out to Hendrickson, top of the key. Hendrickson will give it off to Turner. Turner, and we've got a foul. It's going to be on the offense, and Forest City's going to get it back. The foul is going to go on Schneider. That's going to be her first foul. Foul number 1 on Spirit Lake also. Emma Anderson checks in for the Forest City lineup. Freshman into the lineup for the Indians. She's going to be the ball handler. Also checking in for Spirit Lake was Hackboth. A drive inside by Emma Anderson. Her shot no good. It's rebounded by Spirit Lake, and we're going to go the other way. Forest City leads 12-0, 3:55 to play first quarter. Basketball out to Schneider. Schneider spins, gives it back out to Smith. Smith for 3, it's good. Check that, that was Turner. Turner knocks down the 3 for Spirit Lake, and quickly the Indians have cut into the Forest City lead a little bit. It's 12-3 with 3:36 to play here in the first quarter. Forest City trying to get the basketball away. Spirit Lake trying to play aggressive defense up top. They've switched more into a man-to-man now. Emma Anderson with it, gives it off to Hannah Anderson, top of the key. Inside to Kaylee Miller, trying to work for 2. It's good. Kaylee Miller will find her first basket of the ball game. And it's 14-3, 3:16 to play first quarter. Basketball over to the right side. It's Turner with it. Turner trying to feed it inside. Kaylee Miller's got a steal. Miller trying to take it herself. 1-on-2 the other way. Miller to the rim. Her shot is no good. Might have got hung up a little bit. It's a block shot. Will go the other way for Spirit Lake. Smith has got it. Smith drives in, kicks it back out. Pump fake from Donkersloot. She gives it back out to Butler. 3 ball on the way. It's no good. Picked up by Forest City, and the Indians will get it back with 2:45 to play first quarter. Emma Anderson to Ellie Kaler in transition. Wide open, Shea Dillevue inside. A little bit of a bobble, though, and Forest City's not able to get a shot off. Spirit Lake's got it. They're running in transition the other way. Smith with it. From left to right comes Spirit Lake. Inside, 2-point bucket is up, and it is no good from Schneider. And a foul on Spirit Lake will slow the action. And the foul is going to go against Schneider. And that will be the second team foul on Spirit Lake, second team foul on Schneider. 2:29 to play first quarter, 14-3 is the score. Zaren Egestal with you here courtside for Forest City versus Spirit Lake. Shea Dillevue with the basketball. And a good left side. Forest City back within the left side. Ellie Kaler makes a move inside, trying to for 2. It's short, and the rebound will go to Spirit Lake, Brooke Smith. Defense has picked up intensity here for Spirit Lake. They've slowed Forest City down the last couple of possessions. Indians still lead 14-3 with 2 minutes to play first quarter. Donkersloot drives in with the basketball, kicks it back out. This one goes to Smith. Smith gives it back to Donkersloot. Left corner. Donkersloot trying to work on Emma Anderson. Forest City in man-to-man pressure here defensively. Basketball will go back out to Turner. Turner gives it back off to Charlotte. Pritchard's in for the first time. There's another feed inside of the bucket is good. That's Molly Van Dyke, the junior forward. She's in for the first time as well, and she will score her first basket for Spirit Lake, and it's now 14-5. Forest City back offensively. Ellie Kaler's got the basketball. Gives it off to Hannah Good, top of the key, back towards the Forest City logo. Hannah Good trying to work now, gives it off to Ellie Kaler. Ellie gives it off to Kaylee Miller. Miller trying to drive inside on Van Dyke. Her shot is up, no good. It rims out. Now Kaylee Miller fighting for a rebound, and she's going to be called for a foul after the play. And it's going to go against Forest City's Kaylee Miller. Her first. That's going to be Forest City's second foul. One on Kaylee Miller and one on Ellie Kaler. 14-5 the score. 1:15 to play here in the first quarter. Appreciate Forest City and Spirit Lake fans joining us here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. Brooke Smith with the basketball. Gives it off to Pritchard. Pritchard gives it back to Donkersloot. Donkersloot trying to fade it inside of Van Dyke. She's got it at the high block. Gives it back off to Donkersloot. Donkersloot left corner. Right corner. Loses the ball for a second. He'll go to the top of the key. Hendrickson. Hendrickson gives it back off to Smith. Smith's got it at the top of the key. Less than a minute to play first quarter. 14-5. Forest City in the lead. Smith trying to work on Forest City's Shea Dillevue. It'll end up back in the hands of Donkersloot. She drives in looking for two. Up and under. Layup is good. 14-7. Spirit Lake has cut the Forest City lead in half. Hannah Anderson's got the basketball. Tries to feed inside of Shea Dillevue. And the ball's loose, and it's going to go off of Shea Dillevue, and it'll be Spirit Lake basketball. Kaylee Miller will check in here for the Indians. Donkersloot finding that last basket. Nice skill play, up and under layup for her. 28 seconds to play first quarter. 14-7 is the score. Forest City in the lead. Spirit Lake trying to make the comeback. The Indians led 12-0. Basketball in the hands of Smith. Gives it to Van Dyke at the top of the key, at the high block. Spirit Lake's trying to reset things, and a foul is going to be called on Kaylee Miller as she went for the basketball. Kaylee Miller's second foul. It's going to be Forest City's third foul. Shea Dillevue will check back into the ball game, and Kaylee Miller will have to go to the bench with two fouls here in the first quarter for Forest City. 12 seconds to play first quarter. 14-7. Favor of Forest City. Basketball will be played into Smith. Smith at the top of the key. Working to the right side. Gives it off to Pritchard. Pritchard for three. No, it's going to be a long two. A long two for Pritchard. 3 seconds left in the quarter. Ellie Kaler from 3/4 quarters court. Ooh, in and out. That one nearly went for the Indians as Pritchard finds a bucket with just a couple of seconds left for Spirit Lake. They close the gap to 14-9 here in quarter number one. We'll head to quarter number two right after this on KIOW.
The Super Bowl, Highway 9 East, Forest City.
Advanced Door Systems of Forest City. Advanced Door Systems is your Raynor and CHI overhead door dealer. They also service any make or model of overhead door. Call 641-585-1900 to see them online at ads-doors.com. Advanced Door Systems, the right door, the right way.
Back to Forest City High School as Spirit Lake will start with the basketball here in quarter number two. The Indians went on a 12-0 run. That's going to be a travel and a turnover to Forest City 9 seconds into quarter number two. Forest City leads 14-9. The Indians led 12-0, but after Forest City led 12-0, Spirit Lake went on a 9-2 run to close out the quarter, and it's 14-9. Forest City with the lead and the basketball. Emma Anderson with it. Left corner. Anderson being guarded by Hendrickson. As Spirit Lake's gone in more to they've switched back and forth from a 2-3 to a man-to-man. Now they're back into more of a man-to-man. Started with the 2-3, and Forest City exploited that early. Ellie Kaler will drive for two. It's no good, and the ball will end up in the hands of Donkersloot for Spirit Lake. Will go the other way. Donkersloot's just going to try to take it in. She's stopped, though, by Hannah Anderson. Gives it off to the left side. Left side gives it off to Smith. Smith gives the basketball to Turner, back to Smith. Smith gives it back to Donkersloot in the left corner. She drives in. Did she travel? Yes, she did. So Donkersloot will travel back into the ballgame for Spirit Lake is Turner Schneider. And in for, back in also is Butler. So Turner, Smith, and Butler back in for Spirit Lake. Ellie Kaler will bring it up for Forest City. A couple of travels in the first minute for the Spirit Lake Indians, who trail Forest City 14-9 here in quarter number 1. Anderson with the basketball. Anna looking to drive. Stops, gives it back. Well, try to give it back out to Shea Dillevue. A little miscommunication. And the officials will talk for a moment or communicate through hand signals for a moment. And they'll say it will be Forest City basketball. Ellie Kaler will inbound it from the baseline here for Forest City, trying to get it in. She will to Hannah Good. Gives it off to Emma Anderson. Emma Anderson with the basketball over to Ellie Kaler on the right side. Ellie gives it off to Shea Dillevue. Dillevue out to Hannah Good. She's going to wind up for 3. It's in and out, no good. And the rebound will go to Smith. Smith will bring it across the line for Spirit Lake. Smith gives it off to Schneider. Schneider with the basketball, working back up towards the top of the key. Now she's going to drive. Her shot, no good. Gets her own rebound. Puts it back up. It is no good, but a foul is called, and she'll head to the free throw line for a pair. So 2 shots coming for Schneider. The foul for Forest City will go on Hannah Anderson. That's her first. That's the 4th against Forest City, and the first free throw is up, and it is good. So it's 14-10, 6:22 to play here in quarter number 2. One more free throw will come for the sophomore. This one's up, and it is no good, and the rebound will go to Ellie Kaler. A good box out by Ellie Kaler. That is textbook there. She got in the lane, got it right in front of the shooter, and the shooter then reached forward and will be picked up for a foul. That's going to be the 3rd on her and the 3rd on Spirit Lake. So she's got all 3 of Spirit Lake's fouls here in the first half. And it's 14-10 Forest City, still leading by 4. 6:23 to play here in the second half, though. Spirit Lake has cut into that lead quite a bit. Ellie Kaler's got the basketball, brings it across the line over to Emma Anderson. Emma Anderson gives it back to Shea Dillevue. Now over to Kaylee Miller. Left side, Ellie Kaler with the basketball. Turner's right up in her face right now, trying to make sure she doesn't get a good look. They try to feed inside to Dillevue. Dillevue's got it, gives it out to Kaylee Miller for a 3, but they're going to say a travel is going to be called on Shea Dillevue as she was going through the lane to pass it off to Kaylee Miller. And so it'll be a turnover, and we'll go back the other way. 6:03 to play, second quarter. 14-10 is the score in favor of Forest City. Turner with the basketball. Excuse me, that was Donkersloot. They'll go cross court. Now they'll give it off to Hendrickson. Hendrickson, it has it stolen away. Ellie Kaler's got it, looking for 2 the other way. She'll stop, shot is up, and it is good. Ellie Kaler's got her first bucket here of the second quarter, and Forest City extends their lead to 6. It's 16-10. 5:37 to play here in quarter number 2. Smith with the basketball. Stolen away again by the Indians. Hannah Goods got it off to Kaylee Miller. Miller will get it off to Ellie Kaler, and Forest City will start things off here. So Forest City leading by 6, has a turnover and has the basketball back. Off to Hannah Good. Shea Dillevue gives it off to Ellie Kaler, left corner. Ellie Kaler with the basketball, trying to feed it inside, gives it off to Dillevue. And it's going to be off of Forest City and out of bounds. They keep trying to feed it inside, but a good defense being played by Smith. Stands at 5'10", the junior. Has played tough inside. And they're going to give her the basketball here to bring it up for Spirit Lake. And they're all Reds, working from left to right. Right side hoop is where they're shooting from on your screen or across your radio dial. Donkersloot's got it now. Tries to feed it inside. A good pass. The shot is no good. Rebound by Kaylee Miller. And Forest City will have it going back the other way. Good look there by Spirit Lake. Off to Ellie Kaler, left wing. Ellie Kaler drives in. Spin move on Turner. Gives it back off to Kaylee Miller. To the far side. In the hands of Emma Anderson. Inside to Shea Dillevue, gives it off to Hannah Good. Her shot is blocked, though, and Spirit Lake's got it going the other way. Smith has the basketball, brings it across the line. Smith from the free throw line. Jumper, no good. Rebound will go. It's loose for a moment. Smith's got it, though. Long arms of Smith, grabs that basketball and gives it back out. Into Donkersloot. Donkersloot over to Turner. They try to feed it back inside to Butler, and it's stolen away by Emma Anderson, but her foot was on the out-of-bounds line, so it will stay with Spirit Lake. 5:01 to play, second quarter. It's 16-10 Forest City in the lead over Spirit Lake here in the home opener for both the Forest City girls and the Forest City boys. It's the second game of the season for the girls as they were on the road at Algona for night number 1. Got the win by big margin, now leading by 6. 3-point bucket on the way. It's no good. A rebound will go to Carly Lambert, who's into the ball game for the first time for Forest City. And the Indians now will work from right to left and will shoot to the left side. Offensively, Carly Lambert's got it, left wing. Right wing, excuse me, gives it off to Kaylee Miller. Top of the key, Kaylee Miller will drive. Inside the lane looking for two. Her shot is up and it is good. Good play there by Kaylee Miller as she drives hard in. Got her second bucket of the second half. First bucket here in the second quarter. 18-10. Forest City extends it to 8. Their largest lead is 12. Donkersloot trying to feed it back. It's stolen away by Ellie Kaler, and she's got free reign of the hoop. Layup is up, and it is just a bit strong, though. And it'll be picked up by Smith for Spirit Lake, and we'll go the other way. Smith across the line. Smith gives it off to Turner. Turner feeds inside to Butler. Gives it back out. Donkersloot's got it at the top of the key. Donkersloot trapped. Will give it off to Butler. Butler gives it back to Donkersloot. Right wing. Feeds inside for Turner. Forest City's defense converges, and we've got a jump ball, and it will go to Forest City. They got it inside where they wanted it, but the Forest City defense converged there. And Forest City was able to get a jump ball, which turns into a turnover back to Forest City way. And we're going to have a 30-second timeout. 3:57 to play, second quarter. Forest City leads by 8. 30 seconds. We're back for more basketball on KIOW.
7 to 9 p.m. Finish your meal with a tasty root beer float, shake, pull or swirl, or soft serve ice cream. A&W Family Restaurant, where the food is as good as the root beer, Highway 69 North in Forest City.
Welcome back here to courtside inside Forest City's revamped gymnasium. As some of the fans here, they didn't have our daughters playing in the volleyball season, getting a look at the gym for the first time this season. Only 2 fans per athlete, so not a huge crowd here at Forest City High School, but hopefully sometime soon we will be able to fill this thing back up to the way it used to be here at Forest City High School. Always a loud and a ruckus crowd we get around here, and we get back to that time sometime hopefully in the near future. Forest City will have the basketball to start things off after the timeout, after the Indians called that timeout. After getting the jump ball that caused the turnover, Forest City's got it. Shea Dillevue over to Ellie Kaler, right wing. Ellie Kaler looking to drive inside. Much better defensive pressure for Spirit Lake since switching to man pressure. Kaylee Miller will try the fadeaway jumper. It's no good, but a 2 free throws are coming. That's the 25 is going to be picking up the foul. That's Van Dyke. That's her first foul. That is the 4th foul on Spirit Lake. And Kaylee Miller will shoot 2 free throws here for Forest City. First free throw is up, and it is no good. First free throws for the Indians here in this ball game. The first free throws of the game were shot by Schneider from Spirit Lake, who made 1 and 1. Kaylee Miller will do the same as she misses the front end, makes the back end. And it's now 19-10, Forest City in the lead. Forest City on a 5-0 run to extend that lead to 19-10. Hannah Good bats that one out of bounds. Spirit Lake tried a cross-court pass, and that one went all the way out of bounds. And some substitutions here for Spirit Lake. Tavedti comes in here for Josie Tavedti. Comes in for Spirit Lake. Left corner, Turner with the basketball. It's poked away, stolen by the Indians. Kaylee Miller has it across the line. Miller gives it off to Hannah Good. Hannah Good to the right wing. Inside, Shea Dillevue for 2. Shea Dillevue will find a bucket here in the second quarter. Her first in the second quarter. She's got 8 for the Indians, and Forest City extends their lead to 11. 21-8. 3-point bucket the other way. No good. Rebounded by Van Dyke. Big body inside, and a foul is going to be called on the Indians. And if it's on Kaylee Miller, that's going to be number 3 on her. No, it's going to go on Ellie Kaler instead. That's her second. Still got 2 on Ellie Kaler and 2 on Kaylee Miller here early in this ball game. Semi-early. We're about halfway through the game. 2:46 to play here in quarter number 2. 21-10 is the score. Basketball in the hands of Spirit Lake. This is Smith looking for 3. It's no good. It will go out of bounds. No, Van Dyke makes a nice play. Long arms, Van Dyke. I thought there was no way she was going to catch up to that one. But she bats that one back in bounds, and Spirit Lake retains possession. Now Smith from the free throw line, no good. Shot up, no good. Rebounded by Emma Anderson for Forest City. Gets it out to Shea Dillevue. Dillevue trying to go one-on-one with Smith at the rim. Inside the lane looking for 2. Count the bucket, and the fouls come in. Shea Dillevue went one-on-one with Smith, who's played fantastic defensively tonight for Spirit Lake. That was another great defensive play by Smith, but an even better offensive play by Dillevue. She finds the bucket. She's the first in double figures with 10, and she'll have a chance to add on to that here with the and one. Free throw is up, and it is no good. Rebound goes to Van Dyke. Van Dyke gives it off to Smith. Smith works back the other way. Forest City 1 for 2 from the free throw line here in the first half. 2:05 to play second quarter. 23-10, Forest City's largest lead of 13. Inside pass trying to go to Van Dyke. It's stolen away by Kaylee Miller. Miller trying to bring it across the half-court line. Gives it off to Shea Dillevue. Dillevue gives it off to Hannah Good. Good will travel with it, and we're going to go the other way. So we'll have some substitutions. Hannah Anderson's going to come in. Kaylee Miller will go out for Forest City. And I believe Smith has come out of the Spirit Lake offense for the first time, or rather out of the Spirit Lake lineup for the first time tonight. And she's kind of the one that's been leading the charge. That shot's no good. Shot put up there by Pritchard. So Forest City will get it back, leading 23-10 with 1:37 to play here in the second quarter. Basketball in the hands of Hannah Anderson as it was bobbled by Good. Nearly stolen away by Turner, but it's batted out of bounds of the Spirit Lake bench here on the near side. And we'll go back to Forest City. Emma Anderson will inbound the basketball from right at the Spirit Lake bench. Emma gets it into Hannah Good at the top of the key near the Forest City, the Big FC logo. No more dream catcher in the middle there. It's a Big FC. Shea Dillevue for 2. Count the bucket. Shea Dillevue's got 2 more. Give her 12 on the night now. 25-10 is the score. Dillevue in double figures for the Indians. This one's tipped by Dillevue on a cross-court pass. Back over for a wide-open Turner for 3. It's no good. And the rebound will go to Emma Anderson. Anderson will give it off to Hannah Good. 1 minute to play here in the first half. Forest City leads by 15, 25-10. Hannah Good across the line. Gives it off to Emma Anderson. Emma Anderson with the basketball. Gives it back to Carly Lambert on the right wing. Lambert stops with it, has to get rid of it. She tries to Hannah Good, but it's poked out of bounds by Pritchard. It will stay with Forest City. Here with 45 seconds left in quarter number 2, 25-10 is the score. Ellie Kaler will check back in, so will Kaylee Miller for Forest City. Emma and Carly Lambert will come out for the Indians. 45 seconds left here in quarter number 2, 25-10 is the score. Hannah Good will inbound the basketball for Forest City off to Ellie Kaler, who works back to that Big FC logo in the middle. Near half court, 40 seconds to play. Being guarded there by Hendrickson. Gives it off to Hannah Anderson for a long deuce. No good off the back of the rim. It's going to be rebounded by Fran Travis, who's into the ball game for the first time. That's a big freshman for Spirit Lake, and a travel is going to be called on Turner going back the other way. Fran Travis, the freshman forward, 6'1" as a freshman for Spirit Lake. And she's running up and down the court. Now into the Spirit Lake lineup for the first time tonight. Hannah Good will inbound this basketball. Gets it into Ellie Kaler. And Ellie Kaler will bring it up with 22 seconds left in quarter number 2. 23-10, Forest City in the lead by 13. Their largest lead of the ball game. Hannah Good's got it, the Big FC logo in the center of the court. Over the right wing now, Ellie Kaler looking for a screen from Dillevue. Instead will go the opposite way. Now she picks up her dribble. She has to get rid of it. From the right wing, she does to Kaylee Miller. 4 seconds left in the quarter. Kaylee Miller will look to drive baseline. Got to get it up. And that will be the end of the first half. Forest City will not get a shot off after 1 half of play. It's Forest City 23. It's Spirit Lake 10. We'll come back in 2 minutes for the start of our A&W halftime show right here on KIOW.
Missile Insurance and Realty of Forest City. Whether buying or selling a home, Tim Missile and Pat Levick have the market experience to help you follow your dream. Missile Insurance and Realty can help you insure that dream once you find it. Missile Insurance and Realty in Forest City. Call 641-582-3554. Larson Plumbing Heating of Fertile is your Lennox dealer. They offer energy-efficient Lennox heating and air conditioning solutions for homes and businesses of all sizes. For complete plumbing service, call 797-2219 today. Larson Plumbing Heating of Fertile, your Lennox dealer.
Schnebley's Fuel and Service of Forest City. Schnebley's is your full-service station where they greet you with a smile on the drive, serving you since 1954. Schnebley's carries tires and golf car batteries in service. Schnebley's Fuel and Service of Forest City.
Do you need custom-built hydraulic hoses? Holland Contracting of Forest City is the authorized dealer for Goodyear hydraulic hoses and fittings. We can make you any length hydraulic hose ranging from 1/4 inch up to 1 inch, and we have over 300 different fittings on hand. So stop in at the shop on South 4th Street in Forest City to get your hydraulic hoses. Holland Contracting of Forest City, 641-585-2231. Dedicated to making the region a better place, one project at a time.
MBT Investment Center of Forest City, located at MBT. Whether it's completing your 401k rollover, saving for your child's education, or investing for the future, see Matt Jennings, Troy Hall, or Anita Willard at the MBT Investment Center. Call 585-IRAs. MBT Investment Center, your partners for financial success.
Welcome back here on KIOW. This is the A&W Halftime Show. Our halftime show is, of course, brought to you by our friends at A&W Family Restaurants in Forest City, and we'll have it for you in 30 seconds.
A&W Family Restaurant in Forest City. A&W has delicious burgers, cheese curds, onion rings, chicken tenders, and more, available daily from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Finish your meal with a tasty root beer float, shake, polar swirl, or soft serve ice cream. A&W Family Restaurant, where the food is as good as the root beer, Highway 69 North in Forest City.
Welcome back here on KIOW. This is the A&W Halftime Show. And again, this year we'll be bringing in Forest City head boys basketball coach Dan Rosacker to kind of preview his game or talk about his games, to tell us what's going on. We got a lot to talk about, as it's probably been a very eventful off-season for you, Coach. It's been a little bit weird. Off-season gym work kind of got pushed away a little bit, and then, of course, practices have probably been a little bit different. What has been different so far?
Well, a lot of unknowns with everything going on. So the kids are adjusting as we go, and, as we went into the season, didn't know how many practices we'd have, how many games we have, but we're just going week at a time, and fortunately we get to play. We'd love to play in front of a lot more fans than this, but the kids do get to play, and that's the important part. And the other thing you mentioned is this gym. The gym just turned out unbelievably well, and a lot of people put a lot of time into it and a lot of money into it, and it really turned out well. And I just, like I said, wish a lot of people could see it. They can see it online, but it was really done the right way, and the kids appreciate it, and I really appreciate all the work that's been done.
Yeah, we kind of mentioned that a couple of times. Hopefully we'll be able to get Forest City fans in to see it. I know there's a lot of them out there that haven't been able to see it, whether they didn't come to a volleyball game, that, or obviously haven't been to a basketball game and probably won't for the near future. But hopefully soon we'll get you Forest City fans back in here to get this thing loud once again. Well, Coach, this is the first time since 2013, 2014 that you guys have opened up with a non-conference game. That year, it's weird to say, but that was back when Eric Erdman was on your roster. Way back then. That was a little bit weird. You opened up with Mason City, a tough loss there, 69-67, but a very good Spirit Lake team coming to town to open up the season tonight.
It is. We had an opportunity where they lost some games with the Minnesota school or two, and we're looking to play, and we're grabbed that 22nd game, and I'm looking forward to it. We're going to play a very good team right off the bat, which is going to be difficult, but we're going to find out right away where we're at and some things we need to improve on. Those guys bring back a lot of experience and a lot of size, and it's something we're going to have to deal with as the season progresses here. So we're going to find out a lot about ourselves tonight, and hopefully we can do some things as well. I'm excited to see how the kids compete out there. I know they're ready to play a game and see what they can do well, and also some things we need to improve on as we move forward.
Coach Brown, kind of a younger coach, a graduate of Spirit Lake, and of course you mentioned a very skilled team. I think it all starts with Vance Katzfrey, who's kind of a kid that, when you watch film, I mean, the guy he really reminded me of was maybe like a Tyler Putz type of kid. I mean, he's going to drive, he'll shoot the three, but he likes to drive, he likes to get contact, and he likes to go to the free throw line. Definite matchup issue there with him. He's just an athlete. He's one of the better athletes we're going to see all year, I think, and likes to get, like you said, likes to get to the rim, can do a lot of things with it, and I guess I just think an athlete, when I have people talk about him, he's just very athletic, will get to the rim and do a lot of things there. And then, of course, you mentioned the size. You got Creighton Morris, who's going to be coming in at 6'8". Going to be a little bit of a size problem inside for you. What's the plan there?
Well, unfortunately, we're used to dealing with a lot of size that we don't have, and I think a lot of when we play a Garrigan type team, it's that type of a matchup. Lake Mills a little bit last year as well too. So we've seen it before. We've done some things. The hard part with him is he's going to step out and shoot threes a lot, and that's a tough matchup. He's not just going to sit at the paint. So So he's going to be hard to contain. He's going to go inside, outside, and that's just something we're going to have to be aware of defensively. And, and then you factor all that in. It's a team we haven't seen forever. We used to scrimmage them years ago and haven't done that for a while. So, we know very little about them. They know probably very little about us. So it's going to be, like I told you kids yesterday, or 2 days ago, it's going to be almost like team camp out here. We're just going to come out here and play and adjust on the run and have a good time. Be glad that we're getting that chance to play.
Well, and let's talk about your team a little bit. Obviously you got the 2 seniors that are going to be a key to your offense this year, guys that contributed last year, and Brandon Lieber and Noah Miller. But then you have that crop of juniors that are probably going to be the most crucial to your team this year. Is what we'll see from sophomore year to junior year with those sophomores and juniors.
Yeah, I think you're right. Everything starts, I think, with those 2 seniors. Noah Miller, who had just a great year last year and is even better right now, I think. And Brandon Lieber, who, on our side, he's a matchup issue for a lot of teams. He can go inside, he can step out and hit the 3. And, I think you mentioned that growth between a sophomore and junior year. You're going to see that in Andrew Snyder. He's made huge strides and just done some really nice things in practice in the last couple weeks. So excited to see how he competes out here. And you got Truman Knutson, who played a little bit last year for us, will step in the starting role. And, I'm excited about how the kids will come along there. And we got some younger guys, or not some younger guys, some guys with a little bit of experience, haven't had a lot of experience. Michael Olson and Dylan West will step in and get some minutes for us as well. So excited to see how all those guys do. And I'm excited to see just how we get out and compete and make adjustments here on the run.
Well, you mentioned a guy like Andrew Snyder, and that's kind of where I was going to go next. It's funny you mentioned that, but huge growth for him when it came to the football field this year. He's probably, in most games, one of the most physical kids on the football field, both teams all year long. Is that what we're kind of...
Yeah, I think that's something you definitely see in the fall, where kids gain that confidence, where they realize, they're a year older, a year stronger. They've been around a little bit, and, that paid off definitely for him. Had an outstanding fall, and I think you're seeing him play with a lot of confidence. And when kids play with confidence, they just get out and play and use their athleticism and their instincts, and I'm hopeful that's what he's going to do out here for us tonight.
All right, Coach. Well, I appreciate it. We'll let you get back to preparation. Thanks for coming by and joining with us as you guys will be taking the court here in just a couple of minutes. This is the A&W halftime show. We'll be back with more in 3 minutes on KIOW.
All right. The Shooters dining room is now open. Shooters will continue to have their drive-through window open as well. Check them out on Highway 69 North in Forest City, or call ahead at 641-585-5000. That's 641-585-5000. Shooters in Forest City, dining room and drive-through now open.
Custom Paint and Collision of Forest City. Corey and his staff have nearly 50 years of body shop experience and can fix just about anything on the road. They give free estimates and also carry car batteries and windshield wipers. Located on Highway 69 just south of Forest City, it's Custom Paint and Collision, your body shop.
Forest City Ford at the corner of 9 and 69 in Forest City wishes good luck to our local athletes. We look forward to seeing you compete. When you need a vehicle, see us at Forest City Ford, where customers really do send their friends.
Cabin Coffee Company of Forest City. Cabin Coffee is open weekdays 6:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., as well as Saturdays featuring coffee drinks hot and cold, as well as a breakfast and lunch menu for every appetite. Call your order in at 641-585-1776 and swing through the drive-thru for pickup. Good luck, Indians, from Cabin Coffee Company on Highway 69 in Forest City.
Hi, this is Scott Wilson of Wilson Dental. We have been treating our patients' dental needs for almost
50 after this
years,
one.
And our philosophy has always been to treat our patients.
They're back a little bit earlier.
Become a part of our family. Call Wilson Dental in Forest
if you can hear me.
Where your smile is our reward.
Miller Pharmacy has complete prescription services, free delivery in town,
after this one, Mel,
along with curbside pickup located at the Mercy One Clinic in Forest City. Miller Pharmacy is also open Saturday mornings and gladly accepts Visa, MasterCard, and Discover. Call ahead and your script refill will be ready for you. No need to wait. Miller Pharmacy of Forest City.
Welcome back here to Forest City High School as we get set for second half. Once again, we want to thank Coach for stopping in and giving his insight on the game to come. Hopefully you'll stay and join us for the boys' game to follow. Scoring in the first half for Forest City, Shea Dillaboo led all scorers with 12 points. Kaylee Miller had 5, Ellie Kaler had 5, Hannah Good had 3, and Ellie Kaler had 3 for Forest City. That's Forest City's 25. For Spirit Lake, on the other hand, Turner had 3. It was 2 for Donkersloot, 2 for Van Dyke, and 1 for Schneider. Forest City has kept Brooke Smith off the scoreboard, which is what Forest City likes to see and what Spirit Lake's going to try to do in the second half as we are underway. First shot is up, and it is going to be a foul on the Indians, and we're going to go to the free throw line to start off our half here. Just a couple of minutes in. The foul for Forest City went on Hannah Anderson. That's going to be foul number 2 on her. And foul number 1 in Forest City of the second half. Going to the free throw line is Butler, shooting free throws for the first time in this ball game, looking for her first points. The first one was no good. Second one is on the way, and it is in and out, no good as well. But the rebound will go to Spirit Lake, and they'll retain possession. Butler's got it. Back out to Smith. Smith gives it off to Schneider with the basketball. Schneider at the top of the key, dribbled to the left wing. Instead, now we'll hand it off to Turner on the left wing. Back to Schneider, left side. Schneider, another girl, got great size, 5'9", in there as a sophomore. Inside, drive, ball is loose, and it's going to be a jump ball, and it will go to Forest City. So the Indians create a jump ball, and we'll get the basketball again here in quarter number 3. 25-10 is the score, 7:25 to play. Third quarter just underway in the second half. The runs were incredible there. It was a game of runs to start, in that first half. We'll talk more about it. Forest City started with a 12-0 run, and Ellie Kaler comes back with a 3 for the Indians. Ellie Kaler knocks down her second triple of the ball game, and it's 28-10. Forest City is in the lead by 18, their largest lead of this ball game. Spirit Lake's got it over to Schneider. Gives it to Turner now on the right wing. Turner with the basketball. Stops now, gives it back to Smith on the left wing. Smith dribbles inside the lane. Turnaround jumper, no good. Rebounded by Forest City. Here comes Dillevue. Dillevue gives it off to to Hannah Good. Back to Dillevue at the top of the key, being worked on by Smith. Forest City trying to get a screen for Dillevue. Again, trying to screen to the left side. Dillevue inside the lane. Floater is up, no good. A rebound is going to go to Spirit Lake, and a foul, I believe, is going to be called on Forest City on the rebound. And it's going to go on Shea Dillevue. So Shea Dillevue will pick up her first foul of the ball game. That's the second foul of the half. 28-10 is the score. 6:31 to play here in the third quarter. Turner with the basketball on the right wing. Turner stops, looking to give it off. She does now. Off to Hendrickson. Hendrickson gives it off to Turner on the left side. Turner tries to dribble in for City. Good defense there, forces the basketball back out to Hendrickson. Now Schneider at the top of the key. Schneider free throw line, stops, gives it off to Turner. Turner looked for 3, instead will give it back off to Schneider at the top of the key. 6 minutes to play here in the third quarter. 2 minutes gone. Forest City leading 28-10. Inside drive, shot is up and it is good. Hendrickson will score for the first time in this ball game. Now an errant pass. We'll give it back to Spirit Lake with 5:52 to play in the third quarter. 28-12 is the score in favor of Forest City. In that first half, Forest City started with a 12-0 run. Spirit Lake came back and scored 9 of the next 11 points, so a 9-2 run. And then Forest City went on a 13-1 run to close out the half. That's what we had in the first half, so it was a game of runs in that first half. And Forest City got the better of it, leading 25-10 at halftime. Now leading 28-12. Shot is up, and it's good by Schneider. So Schneider will have her first field goal of the ball game. Only had a free throw in the first half. And it's 28-14. Spirit Lake has cut the lead in half. Shea Dillevue will drive. Right-handed layup is no good. She goes hard to the floor. And a foul will be called as Shea Dillevue will go to the free throw line to shoot 2 for the Indians. Hendrickson will pick up the foul. That's going to be her first foul. That's the first foul of the half on Spirit Lake. And Dillevue will shoot free throws for the second time in this ball game. Missed an and one earlier. The first free throw is no good. She will get one more. Van Dyke will check in here for Spirit Lake as Butler will go out. Van Dyke, big size inside for Spirit Lake. She's been all over the glass. Free throw is on the way, and it is good. Shea Dillevue will knock down the second half of her of her 2 free throws, and it's 29-14. Forest City extends their lead. Schneider gives it off to Smith. Smith trying to work inside of the free throw line, gives it back out, and now back in. Schneider will score again. So Forest City trying to lock down on some of the other scores for Spirit Lake, and Schneider has come on here in the third quarter. It's 29-16. Dillevue looking to drive inside, and a block is going to be called. That's going to be called on Hendrickson, so she's got back-to-back fouls. 2 fouls for her in the quarter, 2 fouls in the quarter for Spirit Lake. Donkersloot will check back in for the Spirit Lake Indians.
21 inbounds. Here we go. Taylor down.
As Forest City will inbound it to Emma Anderson, gives it back out to Ellie Kaler at the top of the key. 4:50 to play, third quarter, 29-16, Forest City in the lead. Thanks for joining us, whether you're joining us here from Forest City, around Iowa, around the United States. Spirit Lake, Iowa also checking in here tonight. And travel is going to be called on Kaylee Miller. Miller was trying to use that pivot foot to get open as she was being guarded tightly, and she travels with it. And it'll turn the basketball back over to Spirit Lake. 29-16 the score, 4:32 to play, third quarter. Basketball inside to Smith. Smith looking for her first basket, and inside a jump ball is going to be called. Great play there by Hannah Good as she reached in as Smith was trying to make a move on Kaylee Miller inside that second block. It will stay with Spirit Lake on the left side. Spirit Lake shooting to the left side. Wearing those all red road uniforms, Forest City and the all whites. Into Van Dyke at the second block, trying to make a move inside the lane. Her shot is up, no good. Rebound will go to Shea Dillevue. Dillevue will give it off to Ellie Kaler. Forest City trying to move quickly. Ellie Kaler drives inside the lane, bottom block, and it's stolen away by Donkersloot. So Spirit Lake's got it back. 4:12 to play, third quarter. Donkersloot's got it off to Schneider. Schneider on the right wing. Steps inside the three-point line, now picks up her dribble left to give it off to Donkersloot at the top of the key. Back to Schneider on the right wing. She drives inside, underneath the hoop, on the baseline, gives it back out now on the left side. This is Donkersloot with it to the free throw line, gives it back to Smith. Forest City's kept her in check so far here in this ball game. Schneider drives, gives it off to Van Dyke. Smith looking for two, and she's fouled, and she'll head to the free throw line. That's what Smith likes to do. Forest City's, as I mentioned, has kept her in check so far in this ball game. She scored 16 in the opener. Forest City has held her to 0 so far in this ball game. She's looking for her first points here. First free throw is on the way, and it is good. So Smith will score for the first time in this game. Forest City's foul win on Kaylee Miller. That's going to be foul number 3 on her, number 3 on Forest City here in the second half. Second free throw on the way, it's good. Smith, automatic there from the free throw line, will knock them both down for Spirit Lake. She's got her first points, and Spirit Lake has cut the lead in. Forest City wants a timeout, leading 29-18 with 3:39 to play here in the third quarter. It's a full timeout. We're back in 1 minute on KIOW. Welcome back here on KIOW as we continue our third quarter. 3 minutes and 39 seconds left here in quarter number 3. 29-18 is the score in favor of Forest City. Ellie Kaler's got it. Forest City will have it after the timeout to the right side where they're shooting. Shea Dillevue's got it. Zara Negestal with you courtside. Kaylee Miller trying to work inside for Forest City, trying to really digging in deep on Van Dyke. Van Dyke playing tough defense. Kaylee Miller's shot is no good. It's rebounded by Donkersloot, and we're going to run the other way here for Spirit Lake. Smith stops at the free throw line, and we've got a foul called on the Indians. And it's going to go on Shea Dillevue. So Shea Dillevue will pick up her second foul of the ball game. That's going to be the 4th team foul of Forest City in the second half with 3:16 to play third quarter, leading 29-18. Inbound pass, we'll give it off to Van Dyke. She moves from the left side of the lane to the right side of the lane, and her pass is tipped out of bounds by Forest City. The Indians will make a substitution. Hannah Anderson will check in. Hannah Good will check out for Forest City. 3:11 to play third quarter. 29-18 the score. Schneider to inbound it. Gets it off to Van Dyke. Back to Schneider trying to drive baseline. Good defense there by Kaylee Miller. She stopped her. Gave it back to Van Dyke now on the right side. Trying to feed inside to Smith. Good defense by Forest City. Gives it back out to Schneider on the right wing. Schneider gives it back off to Donkersloot left wing. Donkersloot top of the key now working towards the free throw line. She's stopped by the Forest City defense. Van Dyke inside to Smith. Smith looking for two. She scores. We talked about it coming out of halftime that they're going to try to get Smith more involved. Had 16 in the first game, no points yet in this ball game. Now Forest City with an inside pass. We've got a foul called on Spirit Lake, no shot. Emma Anderson was streaking inside for the Indians, and she was fouled on her way to the hoop. And it's going to go on Snyder. That's the fourth foul on Snyder in this ball game. That's the third of the half for Spirit Lake. So Snyder will have to come out with 4. Back into the ball game is Turner for Spirit Lake, as L.D. Kaler will inbound for the Indians after the foul. Gives it off to Shea Delavu. Delavu gives it back to Emma Anderson. 3 ball on the way. L.D. Kaler no good. Rebounded by Smith, and back in transition. Here comes Spirit Lake. 2:29 to play. Third quarter. Smith looking for the rim. Her shot is no good, but she's fouled, and she'll head to the free throw line. That's going to go on Shea Delavu, who's going to pick up number 3 for Forest City. So you got Shea Delavu with 3. You've got Kaylee Miller with 3 as well for the Indians. 5 total for Forest City in this quarter. And Smith will shoot free throws. Her first one is on the way. It's up, and it is good. We talked about how good Smith was from the free throw line. She continues that 3 for 3 here from the free throw line this evening. Excuse me. Another free throw on the way, and it is up, and it is good. So she's 4 for 4. She was 3 for 3 in the opener of her 16 points. So 7 for 7 on the season for Smith and Spirit Lake. Inside, Kaylee Miller looking for 2. We'll have to try to kick it back out. No, she tries to take it to the rim. Good take there by Kaylee Miller. No good, and she'll get her own rebound, and Forest City will have the possession. Kaylee Miller on the right wing. Has to get rid of it. She does to Hannah Anderson. Anderson inside to Delavu. Delavu looking for 2. Back out to Hannah Anderson for a long 2. It's good. Hannah Anderson from the left elbow knocks it down, and she's got her first bucket of the ball game, and it's now 31-22. Forest City extends their lead with 1:50 to play here in the third quarter. Turner with the basketball on the right side. Turner will give it off to Donkersloot, left wing. Donkersloot trying to feed inside. Now gives it back to Smith for a long 2. Smith's jumper is no good. And I think we're going to have a foul on. We got a foul on Spirit Lake going the other way, as all three officials blew their whistle at the same time, and they all looked at each other like, hey, who's got the foul? So all 3 of them blew the whistle at the same time. All 3 of them caught the same foul. It must have been there. 4th foul on Spirit Lake. That is the 2nd on Van Dyke. 31-22 is the score. As Ellie Kaler will have the basketball at the top of the key, gives it off to Shea Delavu. Delavu with the basketball, trying to work on Turner. Now Ellie Kaler, left wing, inside to Kaylee Miller. Miller with the basketball, long pass out to Hannah Good. Now Shea Delavu. Delavu thought about working inside. Instead, we'll give it out to Ellie Kaler, who's being guarded by Van Dyke. That's a big mismatch there. And Ellie Kaler is going to go to the free throw line, though. She didn't care about the height advantage between Van Dyke and herself. She just takes it straight to the rack, and she is fouled. And will head to the free throw line. That's back-to-back fouls on her, on Van Dyke. And it is the 3rd foul on her, 5th team foul on Spirit Lake. Each team's got 5 here in the third quarter, and Ellie Kaler will shoot free throws. First one is no good. So Ellie Kaler's first free throw is no good. She will get one more. Forest City has had some problems from the free throw line this evening. Second one is on the way, and it is good. 1 for 1. 32-22 is the score. Forest City leads by 10. 1:03 to play, third quarter. Left side, Donkersloot driving inside, stopped. Ball is loose, picked up by Forest City. They got a steal. Ellie Kaler looking to run in transition, working on Turner inside the lane, looking for 2, and she's fouled again. Ellie Kaler will go right back to the free throw line, and she's fouled going to the rim. And it's going to go on Turner. That's her first. That's the team's 6th of the quarter. And we'll see a free throw, or a couple of them, coming here from Ellie Kaler, and the first one is no good. She'll have one more. Into the ball game for Spirit Lake. Back in is Pritchard. Emma Anderson will also check back in for Forest City, as Kaylee Miller will go out. Ellie Kaler will shoot one more free throw, trying to extend Forest City's 10-point lead with 53 seconds left in the third quarter. It's good. So Ellie Kaler's got 2 of 4 in this evening, and Forest City's lead is back to 11, 33-22, with 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Turner with the basketball, give it off to Smith. Smith, the dominating force for the Spirit Lake Indians, looking to try to add on to her 4 points in this ball game. Check that, 6 points in this ball game. She's 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Smith with the basketball, top of the key. 38 seconds left in the third quarter. Off to Van Dyke, left side, inside of Smith. Smith looking for 2. The layup is good. Count the bucket, and she's fouled. So Smith will find the bucket. She'll head back to the free throw line as she's fouled by Ellie Kaler. And that'll be Ellie's third foul now as well. So Ellie's got 3, Kaylee Miller's got 3, and Shea Dillow's got 3. 16 foul on Forest City in the third quarter. And the and one is good. Automatic is Brooke Smith from the free throw line as she adds another one. 5 for 5 in this ball game and has cut the lead to 8. Forest City's got a lead of 8, 33-25, 22 seconds left in the third quarter. The Indians will have a 2-for-1 opportunity. They will start with the ball in the fourth quarter unless we have a jump ball in the next 15 seconds. Hannah Anderson with the basketball. Anderson gives it off to Ellie Kaler. Ellie, top of the key, looking to drive inside. Stopped. Turnaround jumper. It is no good. It was good, but she traveled with it, and it will go back the other way. So a spin move in the lane by Ellie Kaler is called a travel. And 4 seconds to play in the third quarter. Spirit Lake will get the basketball back. Brooke Smith, Forest City trying to stop her. Van Dyke for a long 3 at the buzzer. It's no good, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. After 3 quarters of play, it's Forest City 33. It's Spirit Lake 25. We come back for the
Support for Forest City Sports comes from Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Mark Franks of Forest City. Edward Jones is a financial services firm exclusively serving individual investors, offering a range of investments, including certificates of deposit, stocks, mutual funds, taxable and non-taxable bonds. Additional information available at edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC. Non-taxable bonds may be subject to state, local, or alternative minimum tax.
Kingland Construction Services of Forest City. Kingland is growing and is in need of construction superintendents, laborers, carpenters, and more. Competitive pay, bonuses, company-paid health and dental, 401k, and more. Good luck, Indians. From Kingland Construction Services of Forest City, an equal opportunity employer.
Welcome back here on KIOW as we head to quarter number 4. As the is in favor of Forest City at the moment, 33-25 as the Indians try to hold on for this victory in non-conference play to try to push them to 2-0. Spirit Lake trying to avoid an 0-2 start. Forest City will start with the basketball as we mentioned. Here to start quarter number 3, shooting to the right side. Ellie Kaler's got it. Hannah Anderson left wing. Boys game will follow our girls game here this evening, but there will be a little bit of time in between. We'll have you with you the entire time. Ellie Kaler looking for 2, and a jump ball is going to be called. It's going to go to Spirit Lake. So Ellie Kaler turned around, was trying to find a 2-point bucket. Instead, it caused a jump ball as Spirit Lake got the hands in there. And we are going to go back the other way here with Spirit Lake to the left side now, where the Indians are trying to close the gap here on the Forest City Indians. Shea Dillow's got a steal, and she's one-on-one back the other way, trying to make a move. Stops, shot up, and it is no good, but she's fouled, and she'll head to the free throw line. Foul will go on Spirit Lake's Pritchard. Charlotte Pritchard will pick up the foul. That's her first. The team's second. Forest City will shoot free throws the rest of the way. The first one from Shea Dillow, though, is no good. Dillow has been held without second half points. And she'll have another free throw. Excuse me, she does have one free throw here in the second half. Second half field goals, though, has not been able to find one. 33-25 the score, 7:27 to play fourth quarter. Forest City trying to add on to their lead, and they will not as the free throw is no good. But Hannah Anderson fighting for the loose rebound. She's got it. Dillow inside Ellie Kaler. Spin move at the rim. It's good. Ellie Kaler with a nice spin move. This time it was not called. for a moving violation will have the 2-point bucket, and Forest City's lead is back to 10, 35-25. And a timeout is going to be called by Spirit Lake before that one gets knocked out of bounds. It is going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll take it as well. 7:09 to play, fourth quarter. We're back in 30 seconds on KIOW. Welcome back here on KIOW, live to Forest City High School as we get set for some more basketball action between the Indians and the Indians. Forest City and Spirit Lake doing battle here for the first time in girls basketball. This one will be off to Smith, who's going to start things off after the timeout for Spirit Lake, trailing by 10. Forest City with a 35-25 lead. It's been a good defensive battle between both of these teams. Both teams have had offensive runs, but for the most part, been a lot of defense in this game. And some teams, some shooters definitely on both teams that want some shots back. That one, Turner doesn't want back as she cans a three from the left corner. And Turner's got her first three-point bucket of the second half, her second three-pointer of the game. And it's 35-28. As the lead has been cut down to 7. Shea Dillevu thought about a drive. Smith, though, with good defense. Inside, Kaylee Miller open for 2. Count the bucket and the foul. Kaylee Miller will go to the free throw line. We'll try to make the and one. 25's called for the foul. That's Van Dyke. That's going to be foul number 4 on her. And we'll see a free throw coming for, well, first, Docker Sloot's going to come into the ball game. Hendrickson goes out. And also checking back into the ball game for Spirit Lake is Fran Travis. Travis, we mentioned, is that 6'1" freshman who has good size inside for Coach Rogers' team. Free throw on the way for Kaylee Miller is no good. Shea Dillevu's got the rebound, though, and Forest City's going to have second chance opportunity here with 4 points. 37-28 is the score, 6:24 to play fourth quarter. Forest City with the lead in the basketball. Kaylee Miller looking to drive inside. Stops, kicks back out to Hannah Good. Hannah Good gives it off to Dillevu. Dillevu to Miller for a long 2 in the corner, no good. And now Kaylee Miller is going to be called for a reach-in foul after the rebound was collected by Travis. And that'll be Kaylee Miller's 4th. And it looks like she'll probably be checking out of the ball game now as well, as she'll have 4 fouls. And that's foul number 7. 8 fouls called in this ball game on Spirit Lake. Excuse me, in the second half, rather. And Travis will go to the free throw line to shoot here for Spirit Lake. First free throw is on the way, and it is good. Fran Travis knocks down the free throw shot. That's going to be her first in a varsity uniform, as she did not have any free throws in game number 1. Didn't play much in game number 1, actually. 37-29 now. Forest City will quickly back the other way. Here comes the Indians. Ellie Keeler's got it the left wing. Feed it inside to Shea Dillevu. Back out to Emma Anderson. She wants a 3-point bucket. It's no good. Rebound, though, to Shea Dillevu, and Forest City will remain in possession. 5:55 to play here in the fourth quarter. Block shot. Hannah Anderson was looking for 2, and she was blocked. And a travel is going to be called on Spirit Lake going the other way. 5:48 to play here in the fourth quarter. Forest City leads 37-29 as the travel will slow things down and let Forest City regroup here. Ellie Kaler trying to work on some full court pressure, 3/4 quarter pressure rather for Spirit Lake. Travis nearly got a steal for the Spirit Lake Indians, but she stepped on the out of bounds line on her way out, and Forest City's going to want a timeout. It's going to be a full 5:41 to play in this entertaining fourth quarter. 37-29, Forest City's got the lead. We're back in a minute for more basketball on KIOW.
Layla can now place crowns in one visit. No clumsy temporary or return appointment needed. Also ask us about replacing missing teeth with affordable dental implants. Visit the place that puts a smile on your face. Forest City Family Dentistry. Call 585-4636.
MBT Bank in Forest City, Clear Lake, Lake Mills, and Rochester, proudly serving our customers for 75 years. We've got all your financial needs covered, from loans, CDs, savings, and more. Where will you go with MBT? MBTBank.bank, member FDIC.
The Farmers Co-op Association of Forest City, Leland and Buffalo Center, Iowa, and Keister and Winnebago, Minnesota wishes our athletes good luck. See the Farmers Co-op for your feed, seed, chemical, and fuel needs. Serving the area since 1916. The Farmers Co-op Association.
Welcome back here on KIOW. 37-29 is the in favor of Forest City. 5:31 to play here in the fourth quarter. Shea Dillevue with the basketball at the free throw line will give it off to Hannah Good. Hannah Good will drive in, looking for two. Instead gives it back to Dillevue in the lane. Her jumper is up and it is good. Shea Dillevue knocks down her first field goal of the second half, and Forest City's lead is back to 10, 39-29. Donkersloot to Schneider. Schneider at the left wing to Smith, inside to Travis for two. She's got it. Fran Travis knocks down the two, the big freshman for Spirit Lake. Has got 3 points here in the fourth quarter to make it an 8-point ball game. Ellie Kaler has the basketball, gives it off to Emma Anderson in the corner. Emma with the bucket, or rather with the basketball, gives it back to Ellie Kaler, who drives to the top of the key. Inside to Shea Dillevue. Dillevue inside the lane, kicks it back out. Hannah Good's got the basketball for the Indians in the left elbow. Gives it off the left wing now. Ellie Kaler's got it, works back to the top of the key. Free throw line, stops, gives it off to Hannah Good. Now back to Ellie Kaler, 3:32 to play fourth quarter. 39-31, Forest City in the lead. Ellie Kaler drives, gives it to Hannah Anderson. Hannah Anderson with the basketball. Gives it back to Emma Anderson, inside to Hannah Good, just through the hands of Hannah Good, though she'll remain possession, but was not able to get a shot up. Now gives it back to Shea Dillevue at the free throw line. She'll dribble back out to the top of the key. She drives inside the lane, kicks to Hannah Anderson. Anderson drives, and a foul is going to be called on Travis. That'll be foul number 1 on her, number 9 on Spirit Lake, and Hannah Anderson will shoot free throws for Forest City. It'll be the first time in this ball game that Hannah Anderson has shot free throws, and she'll have 1 and 1. First one's on the way, and it is no good, and the rebound will go to Travis, and Spirit Lake back the other way. Here comes Brooke Smith across the line with the basketball, left wing with it. Looking to drive inside Forest City, trying to keep her contained. She picks up her dribble. She has to get rid of it. She does inside to Travis. Travis stops with it inside the lane, kicks it back out to Turner. Turner gives it off to Donkersloot on the right wing. Donkersloot drives back in near the free throw line, gives it back to Turner, left wing, 3 shot on the way. It is no good. Rebound to Travis, puts back up, no good. And the rebound will go to Forest City as Travis and Shea Dillevue fought for it. And it will be Forest City basketball. Emma Anderson, Kaylee Miller check back in for Forest City, who leads 39-31 with 3:39 to play here in the fourth quarter. Forest City looking for that 2-0 start. Gives it back off to Ellie Kaler. Indians started 2-0 last year, and Ellie Kaler travels with it. It'll be Spirit Lake basketball. A turnover in the backcourt caused by that Spirit Lake pressure defense. So now the Indians of Spirit Lake will inbound it underneath the hoop as they get the ball back. Shooting to the left side in those red jerseys. On the road, Forest City in their home whites. Smith has it at the free throw line. Smith gives it back to Schneider. Schneider inside the lane. And a foul is going to be called, I believe, on Ellie Kaler. And if it is, it'll be Ellie Kaler's 4th. So Ellie Kaler's got 4, Kaylee Miller's got 4, Shea Dillevue's got 3. It is the 8th team foul on Forest City, and it's going to be 1 and 1 free throws coming for Schneider. She's 1 for 1 in this ball game. She'll have a 1 and 1 opportunity here. The first free throw is on the way, and it is good. She'll get one more free throw attempt. 39-32 is the score. 3:27 to play here in the fourth quarter. And Schneider will get one more opportunity to try to close the gap for Spirit Lake. Free throw is on the way, and it is no good. Rims in and out. Rebound, though, will go to Spirit Lake, and they're going to have a second opportunity at it. Donkersloot over to Schneider. Schneider gives it to Turner, left wing. Now to Smith. Smith drives in, gives it back to Turner. Now over to Donkersloot looking for a long 3. It's on the way, in and out, no good, but rebound goes to Spirit Lake. Falling out of bounds is Turner. Forest City gets it, though, as she's falling out of bounds. inside to Shea Dillevue. Ball is loose. Dillevue off to Hannah Good for two. It's an awkward play for everybody. Everybody's body's on the floor, but Hannah Good's got a 2-point bucket for the Indians. Extends Forest City's lead 41-32. Schneider with the basketball. Over to Turner. Turner trying to feed inside, stolen away by Emma Anderson. Emma Anderson's got the steal and a good heads-up play there by Emma Anderson for Forest City, as she had a chance to go into the rim and Moto had a contested shot, but instead she pulled it back out and let Forest City set up their offense. Here with the time ticking down in the second quarter, third quarter, first quarter. Yeah, take that to the rim, but a good job there by the freshman as she pulls that one back out, lets to set up the offense, looks for a good shot and tries to take some time out the clock. That time a three ball is no good, and we'll go the other way with Spirit Lake. Shot inside, no good. Kaylee Miller with the rebound and a foul on Spirit Lake. We're going the other way. 2:18 to play in the fourth quarter. 41-32 is the score. As Travis will have her second foul. That's the 10th team foul of the half on Spirit Lake. So free throws are coming for Forest City, but not before Spirit Lake wants a timeout. 41-32 is the score. 2:18 to play in the fourth quarter. We'll come back for 1 minute, in 1 minute, for more basketball on KIOW.
Waldorf University in Forest City. With scholarships available, you'll have the opportunity to find your passion of getting a world-class education. On campus or online, find support from a community that makes you feel at home. Find out more today at
Welcome back here on KIOW. 2:18 to play here in the fourth quarter. Forest City is leading Spirit Lake, and Kaylee Miller will be at the free throw line to shoot for the Indians. She'll have 2 free throws. This is the 10th foul of the half, and the first free throw goes in for Kaylee Miller. To win ball games, you got to make free throws down the stretch, and the senior Kaylee Miller leading things off here for Forest City. Knocks down her first one. Will try to knock down a second one. Forest City's lead is back to 10. Make that 11 as Kaylee Miller knocks both free throws down, and it's now 43-32 with 2:15 to play here in the fourth quarter. Forest City trying for some defense to try to ice this one away. Leading by 11, though. A lot of things can happen in 2 minutes and 7 seconds. Snyder looking for a running 2-point bucket. No good. And the rebound will go to the Indians. Forest City will get it off to Ellie Kaler, and the Indians will slow things down as they bring it across the half-court line. Gives it off to Hannah Good. 1:56 to play fourth quarter. Indians by 11, 43-32. Ellie Kaler will look to drive. Baseline, and a foul is going to be called on Turner. That'll be foul number 2 on Turner. That's number 11 on Spirit Lake, and 2 free throws will come now for Ellie Kaler. Ellie Kaler is 2 for 4 so far in the second half, 2 for 4 in the ball game. Shooting free throw wise. First free throw is on the way. It's good. Forest City struggled in the first 3 quarters with shooting free throws, but down the stretch here in the last 3 minutes, there are 3 for 3 as Ellie Kaler will try to add another one. 44-32 the score. Ellie Kaler's free throw is good. 4 for 4 down the stretch free throw wise for the Indians. 45-32 is the score. Basketball in the hands of Spirit Lake. Trying to give it off to Smith. Smith to Snyder. Off to Turner for a long 3. It's no good. Rebound to Ellie Kaler. And Forest City's got the basketball back, leading 45-32 with 1:31 to play here in the fourth quarter. Ellie Kaler gives it back off to Hannah Good. Hannah Good back off to Ellie Kaler with the basketball. Ellie will look for a screen from Shea Dillevue where she will get it. Now she's looking to drive. Forest City is in no rush at this point. 1:17 to play in the fourth quarter, leading 45-32. Kaylee Miller with the basketball. Gives it off to Ellie Kaler, left wing. Ellie Kaler trying to feed it inside. Spirit Lake going for a steal. Forest City retains possession, though. Kaylee Miller's got it. Off to Emma Anderson. Emma Anderson on the right side for Forest City. Gives it off to Ellie Kaler. 57 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. 45-32 is the score. Kaylee Miller has it. Off to Emma Anderson. And a foul is going to be called as Emma Anderson will go to the free throw line to shoot here for Forest City. And that will be the 5th foul on Snyder. So Snyder will pick up her 5th foul of the ball game. And that'll be foul number 12 on Spirit Lake. Dr. Sloot will have to come back into the ball game for Schneider. And Emma Anderson will shoot free throws here for Forest City, looking for her first points of the ball game. She'll get 2 of them. The first one is on the way, and it's good. They were trying to foul Emma Anderson. I'm sure they obviously know she's a freshman, but one that's played a lot of basketball in her life. And one that can shoot the free throw pretty well as she knocks them both down for the Indians. 47-32 is the lead for Forest City. 45 seconds to play here in the 4th quarter. Forest City 6 for 6 shooting free throws in the last 2 minutes of basketball. That's how you ice the game away. 35 seconds left in the 4th quarter. 45-32 is the score. Inside, Dr. Sloot looking for 2. It's no good, and the basketball will be loose. Picked up by Kaylee Miller. Off to Ellie Kaler, and Forest City should be able to get this one across the line. And then after that, they should be able to wash this one away with 17 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Spirit Lake will keep the pressure on. 13 seconds left, and that should do it as Kaylee Miller will give it off to Emma Anderson. 47-32 is going to be the final score. Forest City is victorious in game number 2. The Indians move to 2-0 in the season as they beat Spirit Lake 47-32 here in the opener of a doubleheader. Girls and boys will have the boys game to follow in just a few minutes, and after a little while they got to clear out the gym here and get the boys out and get them all warmed up, and after that we will have the boys game to follow, not before our Waldorf University post-game show, which will come your way in just a few minutes. We'll take a break. 3 minutes is the break. We'll come back for more action here from Forest City High School in 3 minutes, including the Waldorf University post-game show in 3 minutes. You're listening to Forest City Indian Basketball on KIOW.
A&W Family Restaurant in Forest City. A&W has delicious burgers, cheese curds, onion rings, chicken tenders, and more. Available daily from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Finish your meal with a tasty root beer float, shake, pull or swirl, or soft serve ice cream. A&W Family Restaurant, where the food is as good as the root beer, Highway 69 North in Forest City.
The Super Bowl at Forest City is open nightly for league and open bowling, with Cosmic Bowling Friday and Saturday nights, with karaoke Saturday nights as well. Enjoy food from the grill or delicious blue cheesy pizza to complete your experience. The Super Bowl, Highway 9 East, Forest City. Schnebley's Fuel and Service of Forest City. Schnebley's is your full-service station where they greet you with a smile on the drive, serving you since 1954. Schnebley's carries tires and golf car batteries and service. Schnebley's Fuel and Service of Forest City.
Larson Plumbing Heating of Portal is your Lennox dealer. They offer energy-efficient Lennox heating and air conditioning solutions for homes and businesses of all sizes. For complete plumbing service, call 797-2219 today. Larson Plumbing Heating of Portal, your Lennox dealer. Missile Insurance and Realty of Forest City. Whether buying or selling a home, Tim Missile and Pat Levick have the market experience to help you follow your dream. Missile Insurance and Realty can help you insure that dream once you find it. Missile Insurance and Realty in Forest City. Call 641-582-3554.
Do you need custom-built hydraulic hoses? Holland Contracting of Forest City is the authorized dealer for Goodyear hydraulic hose and fittings. We can make you any length hydraulic hose ranging from 1/4 inch up to 1 inch, and we have over 300 different fittings on hand. So stop in at the shop on South 4th Street in Forest City to get your hydraulic hoses. Holland Contracting of Forest City, 641-585-2231. Dedicated to making the region a better place, one project at a time.
Welcome back here to Forest City High School. This is the Waldorf University post-game show. We'll have it for you in 30 seconds.
Waldorf University in Forest City. With scholarships available up to full tuition, athletics, fine arts, and over 35 clubs and organizations, you'll have the opportunity to find your passion while getting a world-class education. On campus or online, find support from a community that makes you feel at home. Find out more today at waldorf.edu.
Welcome back here to Forest City High School, where the Indians have just defeated Spirit Lake in game one of our doubleheader. We'll have the boys game to follow here in just a couple of minutes. This is the Waldorf University postgame show. Waldorf University of Forest City. Waldorf supports our local athletes and looks forward to helping them further their education and their careers. Find out how to become a Warrior today at waldorf.edu. And before we jump into our postgame show, as Coach Rosacker was alluding to with talking with him in between games, as things have been a lot different this year. And, well, right now is probably one of the most different portions of it, as the entire gym is cleared out in between the boys' games and the girls' games. There's only a handful or less of people that are still inside the gymnasium right now. Somebody is sanitizing all the seats, and then you have the Forest City boys coach and the administrators and then the bench staff. And that's the only thing here inside the gymnasium in between games. On most years, you would see, kids running back and forth, going to the concession stand for popcorn or whatever else is going on. The pep band will be playing right behind us, and we'd be getting ready for a boys game right following a girls game. But definitely some different times that we're in right now, and we're going to see more of that as we go on. All right, some other games that are going on around the area this evening here on Monday. A lot of games will be played tomorrow, as a lot of the conference action gets going tomorrow, but a few non-conference games in action tonight. Clarksville is at Roxford in the non-conference girls-boys action. Eagle Grove's at Clarion Goldfield. Dow's in non-conference action. And then, of course, Spirit Lake is here at Forest City in non-conference action. And then AGWSR at West Fork. That game in non-conference action was postponed. That game did not go on this evening, so those are the games that are going around the area as the Forest City boys are entering the gym right now. They'll be getting set to warm up. We'll take a break, our second break here at the Waldorf University halftime show. Waldorf University of Forest City supports local athletes and looks forward to helping them further their education and their careers. Find out how to become a Warrior today at waldorf.edu. That's waldorf.edu to find how to become a Warrior today. All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, more from the Waldorf University postgame show right here on KIOW. 3-minute timeout. We'll come back for more right after this.
Saving for your child's education, or investing for the future. See Matt Jennings, Troy Hall, or Alita Willard at the MBT Investment Center. Call 585-IRAs. MBT Investment Center, your partners for financial success.
That equals 47.
Custom Paint and Collision of Forest City. Corey and his staff have nearly 50 years of body shop experience and can fix just about anything on the road. They give free estimates and also carry car batteries and windshield wipers. Located on Highway 69 just south of Forest City, it's Custom Paint and Collision, your body shop.
Forest City Ford at the corner of 9 and 69 in Forest City wishes good luck to our local athletes. We look forward to seeing you compete. When you need a vehicle, see us at Forest City Ford, where customers really do send their friends.
Cabin Coffee Company in Forest City. Cabin Coffee is open weekdays 6:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., as well as Saturdays featuring coffee drinks hot and cold, as well as a breakfast and lunch menu for every appetite. Call your order in at 641-585-1776 and swing through the drive-thru for pickup. Good luck, Indians, from Cabin Coffee Company on Highway 69 in Forest City.
Hi, this is Scott Wilson of Wilson. We have been treating our patients' dental needs for almost 50 years, and our philosophy has always been to treat our patients as family. Become a part of our family. Call Wilson Dental in Forest City, where your smile is our reward.
Miller Pharmacy has complete prescription services. Free delivery in town, by mail, along with curbside pickup located at the Bushy One Clinic in Forest City. Miller Pharmacy is also open Saturday mornings and gladly accepts Visa, MasterCard, and Discover. Call ahead and your script refill will be ready for you. No need to wait. Miller Pharmacy of Forest City.
FCIS Insurance is proud to support our local athletes throughout the year. Let FCIS be your partner, not just your agent, helping you with all your insurance needs. With multiple carriers, we can get you the best coverage for the best price. Call us today at 800-331-1520. Good luck, Indians, from FCIS Insurance.
Welcome back here on KIOW as we are in the Waldorf University post-game show. Waldorf University of Forest City supports local athletes and looks forward to helping them further their education and their careers. Waldorf University of Forest City. Make sure you check them out, the sponsor of today's post-game show. All right, let's take a look at post-game stats. First of all, the quarter-by-quarter scoring. Forest City led at the end of the first quarter, 14-9. Forest City also outscored Spirit Lake in the second quarter. That's where the game was won in the first half. Forest City outscored Spirit Lake in the second quarter 11-1, so a total of 25-10. The halftime lead for the Indians, and as I mentioned, that's where the game was won because it was much more balanced in the second half. Spirit Lake comes out firing in the third quarter. The Indians outscore Forest City. The Spirit Lake Indians outscore Forest City 15-4 in the third quarter. And then in the fourth quarter, Forest City comes back and outscores Spirit Lake 14-7 to ice off the game as Forest City comes away with the victory here this evening. The Indians move to 2-0 overall, and for the first time they play against Spirit Lake, the first time they beat Spirit Lake. Foul-wise, a lot of fouls committed in this ball game. 12 in the second half alone for Spirit Lake. They had 4 in the first half for a two-half total of 16 fouls on the Indians of Spirit Lake. Forest City committed 5 fouls in the first half, to add on to 8 fouls in the second half. That is going to be a two-half total of 13 fouls on Forest City committed, so a total of 29 fouls between the two teams in this ball game. Forest City 6 for 6 from the free throw line in the last 2 minutes to ice the ball game away, including a couple of athletes that have had some trouble shooting from the free throw line. So good to see that as Forest City is able to come away with a victory. Scoring by player, Ellie Kaler leads all scorers with, Shea Dillevue leads all scorers with 15. Ellie Kaler comes back with 14 in this ball game. Kaylee Miller has 9 for Forest City. Hannah Good has 5. Emma Anderson has 2, and Hannah Anderson has 2 for a total of 47 points for Forest City. On the other end for Spirit Lake, Brooke Smith had nothing in the first half. She had 19 in the first game. She had nothing in the first half, comes back and scores 9 second half points for Spirit Lake to get things going for the Spirit Lake Indians. That goes along with 6 from Ella Turner and 6 from Taylor Schneider, who fouled out of this ball game. Only player to do so, luckily, not luckily, but surprisingly, that's the word I was looking for, with all the fouls that were committed. Fran Travis picks up 3 points in this ball game, 2 for Charlotte Pritchard, 2 for Stella Dunker-Sloot, and 2 for Molly Van Dyke. That is your scoring for both teams. Foul-wise, Van Dyke has 4 fouls, 2 for Travis, 1 foul on Pritchard, 2 fouls on Turner, 5 fouls on Schneider, and 2 fouls on Hendrickson. For Forest City, Hannah Anderson has 2 fouls, 4 fouls on Ellie Kaler, 4 fouls on Kaylee Miller, 4 fouls on Shea Dillevue, for the total of 13. Those are your post-game stats brought to you by our friends at Waldorf University. The Kingland Construction pregame show is in 2 minutes on KIOW.
Support for Forest City Sports comes from Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Mark Franks of Forest City. Edward Jones is a financial services firm exclusively serving individual investors, offering a range of investments, including certificates of deposit, stocks, mutual funds, taxable and non-taxable bonds. Additional information available at edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC. Non-taxable bonds may be subject to state, local, or alternative minimum tax.
Kingland Construction Services of Forest City. Kingland is growing and is in need of construction superintendents, laborers, carpenters, and more. Competitive pay, bonuses, company-paid health and dental, 401k, and more. Good luck, Indians. From Kingland Construction Services of Forest City, an equal opportunity employer. Top Dead Center Truck Equipment, formerly Full Circle Snowplows of Forest City. Top Dead Center is a full-line Western dealer with blades and snow control equipment. They also carry Sinister Diesel, B&W Fifth-Row hitches, quick LED lights, and more. Call 641-512-5529. Top Dead Center Truck Equipment of Forest City.
WCTA is committed to providing local phone service, high-speed internet, and the most... They proudly support local schools, events, and charities. Their employees are your friends and neighbors who live and work in your community. WCTA is your local telecommunications cooperative.
Hi, Evan with TSB Bank here. Are you looking to expand your farming operation? Maybe you're looking to move into a larger home for your growing family. Or perhaps you're planning to buy your dream car. Or maybe just your first car. Whatever it is, TSB Bank is here to grow with you. Come experience a new way, the TSB way. TSB Bank in Titonka, Forest City, and Thompson. Equal housing opportunity lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. Thanks so much for Forest City and Spirit Lake basketball as game one of our doubleheader is over. Now it's time for game number 2, but not before we get through the Kingland Construction pregame show. We'll have it for you in 30 seconds on KIOW. Welcome back here on KIOW as this is the Kingland Construction pregame show. Thanks to Kingland Construction Service of Forest City. Kingland is proud of North Iowa and loves to support our area in many ways. When you need to build a house, outer building, or even remodel, call Kingland Construction Service today at 641-585-0101. That's 641-585-0101. Well, when we talked with Coach Rosacker, we mentioned it. And he talked about it, what it's going to need to stop, or what Forest City is going to need to do to try to stop this or slow down. I don't think you really can stop this offensive attack from Spirit Lake, a very good offensive team. Multiple of these guys play in the offseason when it comes to AAU basketball, as does a couple of the guys on the Forest City squad we'll see tonight as well. But a lot of AAU basketball being played by this Spirit Lake team, a team that I think they dropped a couple of games last year that they think that they should have had back. A three-way tie at the top of the conference, so it did not involve Spirit Lake last season. It actually did involve a team that Forest City is going to see later on in the year in Storm Lake. They actually tied for a top of the Lakes Conference for the first time since 1980. We'll talk more about that, obviously, when we get up to that game. But I think it's a couple of wins that kind of slipped away from the Spirit Lake squad a year ago, looking to come back with a vengeance and come back and have a pretty good year, as the Spirit Lake has got some talent coming back this season. Well, it starts off with, as we mentioned, the junior. It was a sophomore last year, scored 16 points per game in Vance Catsby. The sophomore, as I mentioned, 16 points per game last year, 340 total points of Spirit Lake's 1,200 points that were scored last year came from the sophomore. He shot 58% from the field. He shot 45% from beyond the arc. Yes, I'll say that again. He shot 45% from beyond the arc, and then he shot 72% from the free throw line. 108 rebounds. He had 45 assists, 26 steals, and had a really good year as a sophomore. But it doesn't just stop with him. You got number 42, the big guy, 6'8". Coach Rosacker mentioned he's going to shoot the three. He's going to go inside. Obviously, size at 6'8" might be a matchup for Andrew Snyder inside tonight to try to push each other around a little bit. But Creighton Morich, the senior, comes in. He scored 314 points last year as a junior for Spirit Lake, shot 44% from inside the arc. He shot 40% from beyond the arc at 6'8" for Spirit Lake. He is, as Coach Rosacker said, I will quote him there, a matchup nightmare for Spirit Lake, and then shot 79% from the free throw line. 139 rebounds for him, 40 assists, 15 steals, and 36 blocks inside for the big guy, and for Spirit Lake team that went 11-10 last season. As we mentioned, that's where it starts for Spirit Lake, but a lot of other guys that are going to be in the mix. We should mention Morich is actually already committed. He will play basketball next year for Morningside College, a pretty good NAIA basketball club, pretty good about any sport they take to the court, the field, the pitch in. Morningside's pretty darn good at it. Other guys that we're going to have to watch out for in this ball game, Tyler Kriener, he's got basketball in his blood. Yes, he's has obviously bloodlines there to Ryan Kriener. The Iowa Hawkeye fans out there, Ryan Kriener fans Tyler Kriener is a senior on this ball club. Other guys, we mentioned Catsfree, we're going to see some of him. Brent Scott, who played quarterback on a very good Spirit Lake football squad. He's going to get some time this year as well. Michael Doolin is also going to be in there. He'll be a senior this year. Out of all the players on their team, only one guy is missing from last year's team. 193 points from last year's team missing in as a senior, but other than that, they got about everybody coming back for Spirit Lake this year. Scott scored 141 points. You got Riley Reynolds, who got in as a sophomore and saw some minutes, and then Doolin, as I mentioned, had 74 points last year as a junior, comes back as a senior. So a big senior grade, big expectations for the Spirit Lake Ball Club, and we'll see what they're able to do matching up against Forest City's got a lot of returners, but also lost some of their own last season as well. We mentioned it. You're going to see the blanks of Brandon Lieber, Noah Miller are going to have to be big guys inside. Coach mentioned guys like Michael Olson, Dylan West are going to come in and play some role-playing roles for Forest City this year, but then Truman Knutson, the juniors, Truman Knutson, Brookoff are going to come in, and they're going to play big spots along with Andrew Snyder. Starting lineups are going to come your way in about a minute here on KIOW. We will come back in 1 minute for starting lineups as we are in our Kingland Construction pregame show, getting set for Forest City and Spirit Lake. As Coach Rosager mentioned, it's been a long time since these two teams have played. I don't know if they've ever played in an actual game. Nothing I could find, but they have used to scrimmage quite a bit. Thanksgiving, or rather Christmas scrimmage, preseason scrimmaging a little bit, but we'll see basketball between Forest City and Spirit Lake coming up in just a couple of minutes. Kingland Construction Service of Forest City. Kingland is proud of North Iowa and loves to support the area in many ways. Call them today at 641-585-0101, 641-585-0101. Pre-game lineups come your way in 1 minute on KIOW. Welcome back courtside here to Forest City High School. Zarin Eggestall with you as the girls' game is concluded. Forest City wins 47-32. And now we move on to our boys' contest. As we mentioned earlier, the head coach of the Spirit Lake Indians, we'll talk more about him, 2013 grad of Spirit Lake, Paul Brown. We'll talk more about him in a couple of minutes. Let's take a look at the starting lineups first for the Forest City Indians. Number 14, that's Brandon Lieber, a senior at 6'3". Number 20 is Noah Miller, a senior at 6 foot. Number 24 is Truman Knutson, a junior at 6'2". Number 32 is Carter Brookoff, a junior at 6 foot. And number 42 is Andrew Snyder, a junior at 6'4". The starting lineups for the Spirit Lake Indians. Number 1 is Kiel Amos, a senior at 6 foot. Number 5 is Brent Scott, a senior at 6 foot. Number 15, that's Tyler Kriener, a senior at 6'6". Number 22 is Parker Rowley. He is a senior at 6 foot. And number 42 is Creighton Moorish. He is a senior at 6'8". Those are the starting lineups for both of the teams. Excuse me, they've got that. I wonder, they got that mixed up a little bit. It's actually 21, of course, Vance Kratzvey, who is in the starting lineup for Spirit Lake. Number 21 is Vance Kratzvey, a junior at 6'3". The head coach of the Spirit Lake Indians is in his second season, Paul Brown. I mentioned a 2013 grad of Spirit Lake. Went on to play some college football. Multi-sport athlete for the Indians. Forest City will wear their home white jerseys with the red and gray down the side, FC on the side of the pants. Spirit Lake in gray jerseys with black pants for the Spirit Lake Indians. So usually it's tough to tell colors when these two teams get together when you talk about Indians and both of them red, but Spirit Lake got those off gray, like a, not even, it's a real light gray jersey as you can see on the video stream to start things off. Spirit Lake will start with the basketball. We are underway here in game number 2. Spirit Lake starts with it. First shot is up, and it is up, and it is good. Brent Scott will find the first bucket of the ball game for Spirit Lake, who leads 2-0. Carter Brookoff comes back to the way. Here come the Indians. 7:40 to play, first quarter just underway. Noah Miller's got it off to Brandon Lieber. Lieber works towards the top of the key with the basketball, gives it off to Truman Knutson. Knutson now will give it inside to Snyder, who's looking for 2 off the glass. Nice little kiss off the glass there for Andrew Snyder, who will find his first bucket of the young season. I talked about it, a very aggressive football player this fall. Saw some huge growth from his sophomore to junior year in football, and Coach Rosacker was seeing it. We were seeing it as well, and we're hopefully bringing that on here into the basketball season. And a blocking foul is going to be called on Truman Knutson. First foul of the ball game will go on Knutson. First foul on Forest City. 7:06 to play, first quarter. 2-2 is our score. Spirit Lake with the basketball. Kriener had it for a moment. Now they give it off to Morris. He's going to drive in for 2. He scores. Creighton Morris going to Morningside next year. Finds a bucket. 4-2. Spirit Lake in the lead over Forest City. 6:52 to play, first quarter. Carter Brookoff with the basketball. Gives it off to Andrew Snyder at the top of the key. Over to Noah Miller. Wants a long 3. Can he get his first of the season? No. And hit the wire above the rim. And it's going to be out of bounds, and it'll be Spirit Lake basketball. 6:44 to play, first quarter. 4-0 is a score. Forest City's going to bring pressure. 3 guys on the defensive side, or rather the offensive side of half court. Truman Knutson now will try to work, and they're going to try to get a trap. Forest City will. Nearly causes a turnover, but Spirit Lake retains possession with Cat's feet. Scott's got it now. Back out to Cat's feet for a long 2. It's no good, but a foul will be called, and he'll go to the free throw line. Truman Knutson will pick up the foul. That's his second, team's second. And Catsby will go to the free throw line. Michael Olson is going to come into the ball game for Forest City. 6:26 to play, first quarter. We'll see a free throw coming from Vance. He'll have 2. Actually, it was a shooting foul. So 2 free throws are on the way. 4-2 is the score in favor of Spirit Lake. First free throw is on the way, and it's good. Michael Olson will check in. Truman Knutson will check out for Forest City. Gatsby, as we mentioned, shot 72% from the free throw line a year ago, 80 of 110. His second free throw on the way is no good, and the rebound will go to Michael Olson. And Forest City trailing by 5 will have the basketball, or rather trailing by 3 will have the basketball back. 5-2 is the score. 6:18 to play, first quarter. Michael Olson has it. Now over to Carter Brookoff on the left wing, and a foul is going to be called inside on Scott. He will pick up the first Spirit Lake foul of the ball game. First foul of the ball game on Spirit Lake. First on Scott. Brookoff, or rather Lieber, will inbound the basketball for the Indians underneath the hoop. Lieber will get it out to Michael Olson. And the foul is going to be called there on Spirit Lake again. This one is going to go on Amos. So Amos will find his first foul, second on Spirit Lake right away. And the Indians will inbound right here from the scorer's bench into Brandon Lieber across the half-court line. Comes Lieber. He'll shut off the time clock. Give it back now to Noah Miller at the Forest City logo center court. Noah dribbles up right wing, trying to drive inside, gives it off to Lieber. Lieber now inside the lane, stops, kicks it back out to Snyder. Snyder looking for a drive. He's already got 2 up and under. Layup is blocked. And we go the other way here with Spirit Lake. Catsby inside for 2. He scores. 7-2 the score. Spirit Lake in the lead over Forest City. 5:40 to play, first quarter. Brookoff with the basketball, gives it back to Lieber. First game for both of these teams. As we open the high school boys basketball season, Noah Miller thought about a 3. Instead will stop, give it off to Brookoff left wing. 5:28 to play, first quarter. Brookoff brings it back out to the Forest City logo at center court. Gives it off to Lieber on the right wing. Lieber off to Michael Olson. Olson gives it to Snyder. Snyder now over to Brookoff. Left wing being guarded by Catsby. It's man pressure here for Spirit Lake. as Noah Miller will come back and get the basketball at center court and will reset the offense as the Spirit Lake fans will applaud the defensive effort. Basketball in the hands of Noah Miller. He's going to drive. Stops. Now he goes to the rim. His shot is no good. Goes after his own rebound, but the basketball is going to be in hands of Moritz. He's going the other way. He stops. Kicks out. Doesn't pull three there. Katzvi with the basketball. Hands it off to Moritz. Inside to Kriener. Back outside to Katzvi. He's going for two. Blocked by Snyder. Ball's loose. Picked up by Noah Miller. Snyder's got his first block of the season. 4:36 to play first quarter. Noah Miller with the basketball, trying to drive in, kicks it out to Lieber. Lieber wants three, and he stepped on the out-of-bounds line. A little bit deep of a three there, stepped on the out-of-bounds line. And it will go back to Spirit Lake with 4:32 to play here in the first quarter. 7-2 is the score. We've got a full line change here for Spirit Lake. As we'll see Doolin come in. Sam Meyer comes in as well for Spirit Lake, and so does Riley Reynolds. So three guys we talked about in the pregame that were going to be contributors here. The only ones that stay are Katzvi and Moritz. No, excuse me, Scott and Moritz will stay for Spirit Lake. Katzvi comes out as well. Basketball in the hands of Scott as he tries to bring it across the line. He will now. Forest City had some pressure on. Inside pass, kick out. Back for two is no good. The follow-up shot, though, is good by Moritz. And it's 9-2. Spirit Lake in the lead. Forest City wants a timeout. 4:13 to play first quarter. 9-2. Spirit Lake leads by 7. Forest City full timeout. We're back in a minute for more basketball.
Your local station.
Mix 107.3 KIOW. Forest City, Belmont, Algona.
Welcome back here to Forest City High School as Forest City trailing Spirit Lake 9-2 here in the early goings of quarter number one. 4:13 to play here in the first quarter. Mentioned Spirit Lake just with a full sail change a moment ago. Taking out three, bringing in three. Forest City will make some substitutions themselves now as Dylan West will check in for the first time this evening. They go with Lieber, Noah Miller, Michael Olson, Brookoff, and West are the five for Forest City. Moritz, Scott, Doolin, Reynolds, and Mayer, the five for Spirit Lake. Forest City with the basketball across the timeline. They break the pressure. Lieber on the right side with the right wing with the basketball. Noah Miller for a long three. Trying for his first of the season. It's no good. Rebound will be picked up by Spirit Lake, and we'll go the other way. Moritz trying to work inside. Good defense by Forest City originally. Ball's poked out of his hands, and it will be Forest City basketball off his knee, they say. So it was poked off by Forest City, off of Moritz's knee and out of bounds. It'll be Forest City basketball. Noah Miller will bring the basketball across the half-court line. 3:42 to play first quarter. Inside, Brookoff, turnaround jumper, layup, no good. Moritz grabs the rebound. And we'll go back the other way with Spirit Lake. Scott's got it at the top of the key. Scott gives it back to Moritz. You mentioned 6'8", will play inside, but can also shoot the three. Shot it at 40% as a 6'8". Well, call him an all-around player, really. Outside, Doolin with the basketball. Played in 21 games last year. Inside, two-point bucket is up. And it is good for Moritz. He's got 6. The Spirit Lake's 11. It's 11-2. Spirit Lake in the lead over Forest City. Noah Miller trying to go to the rack. His shot is no good. And the rebound will go to Spirit Lake. We're going to go the other way. Spirit Lake. Tic-tac-toe passing goes out of bounds off of Forest City. Nope, they're going to say it goes off of Spirit Lake. They're going to say it went last touched off of Moritz. As Mayer tried to feed it inside to him on the run. And it goes off of Spirit Lake, and it'll be Forest City basketball. 2:51 to play first quarter. 11-2 is the score. Indians trail by 9. Forest City Indians, that is. Trail by 9, have the basketball. Brookoff, Lieber, left side. Now Snyder is at the top of the key with the basketball. Snyder's got it again. Off to Brookoff on the right side. Brookoff into Snyder. Snyder trying to make a move in the lane. His shot is up and it is good. Andrew Snyder with a nice inside move. He's got all 4 of City's points. It's 11-4, 2:24 to play here in quarter number 1. Good test for the Indians and for the Indians of Forest City and for Spirit Lake here to start things off. The drive inside by Mayer to Scott inside the lane. Gives it to Doolin. Doolin drives, kicks it out to a 3-point shot by Morich. It's no good. And the rebound will go to Forest City. So the Indians of Forest City have another chance here to cut into the lead. Noah Miller will drive. Miller to the rack. His shot is good. Noah Miller with a 2-point bucket. And it's 11-6. Forest City has cut the lead down to 5. 1:48 to play here in the first quarter. Morich, Scott still haven't got it across the timeline. Now they do. Back for a 3-point shot. Mayer, no good. Rebounded. Andrew Snyder, Forest City, gets a rebound and able to cut in if they can find another offensive bucket. 1:31 to play first quarter. 11-6 is the score. Lieber with the basketball right wing. Gives it off to Snyder, to Brookoff. Brookoff thought about a 3, instead pulls it down, gives it inside to Snyder. It's poked away by Scott. Scott's running back the other way. Scott to Morich, passes it off, 2-point bucket on the way, and it is good by Riley Reynolds. Reynolds scores his first points of the ball game. Now Forest City trying to quickly go the other way. Snyder turnaround jumper is good. Snyder finds 2 more. He's got 6, and it's 13-8. 1:02 to play here in quarter number 1. Forest City trying some pressure defense. Spirit Lake breaks it though. Doolin with the basketball. Feeds it inside to Scott. Scott looking for 2. His shot is good. Brent Scott finds 2 more. He's got 4. And it's now 15-8 the score. 44 seconds to play in the first quarter. Noah Miller brings it across the line. Miller gives it off to Brookoff. Brookoff over to Andrew Snyder. Snyder kicks back into the corner. Brookoff looking for 3. It's no good off the front of the iron. Picked up by Scott. We go the other way. 30 seconds to play first quarter. 15-8 is the score. Scott with the basketball. Scott gives it back to Mayer. Mayer to Doolin. Stolen away by Lieber. Lieber's going one-on-one with Morich the other way, and he's fouled going to the rack. And Lieber will go to the free throw line. Morich did not like it. But it's going to be his first foul. It'll be the 3rd foul against Spirit Lake, and Brandon Lieber will shoot free throws for Forest City, trying to cut into the Spirit Lake lead. He'll have 2 free throws. First free throw attempts for the Indians in this ball game. First one is no good. Carter Thorson will check in for the first time in this ball game for Spirit Lake, using that wide bench. Lieber will have another free throw opportunity. This time it is no good. Again off the side of the rim. 15-8 is the score. 13 seconds left in quarter number 1. Thorson with the basketball. Scott try to feed it inside. It's stolen away by the Indians. 6 seconds to play in the quarter. Forest City's going to have to get a shot up. 3 seconds to play in the quarter. Noah Miller, turnaround jumper at the buzzer is in and out. No good. That one was shot well. It was halfway down and it pops back out. It was not meant to be, and Forest City will trail 15-8 at the end of the first quarter. We'll head to quarter number 2 in 1 minute on KIOW. Welcome back here to Forest City High School. Forest City in Spirit Lake doing action. 15-8 is the score here in quarter number 1. The Indians have missed a couple of opportunities to try to make it a little bit closer, but nothing to fret about as they will get the ball to start here in quarter number 2. How big of that 3-point shot been of Noah Miller's to knock down the 3 and then have the basketball back, only trailing by 4, but instead they trail by 7. Carter Brookoff, Lieber, and a foul is going to be called inside. That'll be foul number 4 on Spirit Lake. Thorson picks up his first. Inbound pass goes to Andrew Snyder at the top of the key to Lieber. Lieber's got the basketball in his hands. Gives it off to Noah Miller, left wing. Miller trying to drive. Baseline, stop, jumper is no good off the front of the iron. Picked up by Morich. Forest City trying to put a little pressure on in the back court. Morich will bring it across the line. 3 ball on the way. Cats free, no good. Cansby misses the 3-point attempt, and Forest City will get it back. 7:15 to play, second quarter. 15-8 is the score. Forest City shooting to the left side. Snyder trying to make a spin move inside, kicks it back out to Lieber. Lieber looking for a drive, and we've got a blocking foul going to be called on Spirit Lake. That's foul number 1 on Reynolds. That's going to be foul number 5 on Spirit Lake. 15-8 the score. Forest City trailing, 7:06 to play, second quarter. Carter Brookoff will inbound the basketball. To Truman Knutson, gets it back out to Brookoff, now to Lieber. Lieber gives it off to Brookoff on the left wing, now to Noah Miller. We're at the volleyball 10-foot line on the Forest City side. Now back to Truman Knutson, right wing. Carter Brookoff, left wing. Being guarded by Catsby. Back to Noah Miller. Miller will drive inside, kick to Snyder. Snyder through the lane for 2. Count the bucket and the foul. Andrew Snyder finds a 2-point bucket, and he's looking for one more. 15-10 is the score. Foul will go on 23. That's Thorson, picks up his second, 6th team foul. And the free throw is no good for Snyder. Snyder, 8 points in this ball game, 8 of Forest City's 10. Forest City trails 15-10 with 6:33 to play in the second quarter. Reynolds with the basketball. Reynolds, Catsby. Catsby gets it into Morich. Morich inside. Catsby looking for 2. Truman Knutson thought he had a block. Instead, a foul is going to be called. And that's going to be Knutson's third, Forest City's third. Knutson has all 3 of them for the Indians. And he'll probably have to go back here to the bench with 6:23 to play in the second quarter and picking up his third foul. Catsby going to the free throw line. His first one is no good. Mentioned how good of a free throw shooter he was a year ago. 75%. Shooting 1 of 3 so far. He'll get 1 more with the Spirit Lake Indians leading 15-10 and a 6:23 left here in quarter number 2. Second free throw is on the way. 50% for Catsby thus far. Brookoff with the basketball will bring it across the line. 16-10 is the score. 6:17 to play, second quarter. Brookoff hands it on to Noah Miller on the right wing. Noah Miller, top of the key, gives it back to Lieber. Lieber drives inside the lane, spin move at the second block. Now he's looking for 2. Count the bucket and the foul. Brandon Lieber fights through the fenders as he finds the bucket, and he'll head to the free throw line for an and 1 opportunity. Great play there by Lieber. Got the Forest City crowd that is here in attendance up on their feet. Foul number 7 on Spirit Lake. Amos picks up his second free throw, his second foul. First free throw is no good. Only free throw is no good. Forest City's got a trap on in the backcourt. Spirit Lake nearly throws it away, but they keep possession of it. Catsby's got it. It's a 4-point lead for the Spirit Lake Indians, 16-12. 5:50 to play, second quarter. Scott trying to feed inside. Doolin with the basketball. Doolin's at the top of the key looking to drive. He'll hand it back off to Amos. To Catsby. Catsby drives inside the lane. Spin move for 2. It is no good, and the rebound will be loose. Brookoff fighting for it. That's going to be a jump ball, and it will stay with Spirit Lake. A foul is going to be called. Instead, Forest City thought maybe they were going to see a jump ball there. Instead, it's going to be a foul called on the Indians. 4th on Forest City, 32. Brookoff picks up his first. 16-12 the score, 5:33 to play, second quarter. 16-12 is the Spirit Lake lead. Basketball in the hands of Catsby. Catsby gives it off to Morich in the left corner. He was looking down to see if he was behind the 3-point line. Thought he maybe wanted to pull the trigger. Instead, he doesn't. Gives it back to Catsby. Scott trying to feed inside. Kriener looking for the 2, no good. Basketball is loose, picked up by Scott. Now it's loose again. Morich has got it going to Catsby. Catsby for 2, and he's fouled. Noah Miller was looking for a blocked shot. Instead, he's called for a foul. He did not like it. And that's the 5th personal foul on Forest City. And we'll see Catsby going back to the free throw line where he is 2 of 4 this evening. First one is on the way and it's good. He'll have one more. He's made his last 2. 17-12 the score now. 5:10 to play here in quarter number 2. Catsby's second free throw is also good, so he knocks down both of them there. He's made his last 4, and it's 18-12. Spirit Lake back up by 6. Noah Miller with the basketball across the half-court line. Right wing here for the Indians. Lieber gives it back to Noah Miller. Andrew Snyder at the top of the key. This is where Brookoff has got it now in the left wing. Brookoff to Michael Olson, top of the key. Man-to-man pressure here for Spirit Lake. Snyder trying to work on Crater inside. 2, no good. Tough off the glass. Catsby's got it. He wants to run back the other way. Kick out to Morich. Morich thought about a long 3. Instead, he pulls it down. Out to Catsby for a 3 from the right wing. No good. Rebound is loose. Picked up by Morich. He'll get it back out to the top of the key. Scott's got it left wing. 4:28 to play second quarter. 18-12 is the score. Brent Scott's got it. Back out to Doolin. Doolin gives it off to Morich. He wants a contested 3. No good. Rebound will go to Brookoff, and Craner is going to be called for a foul as Brookoff was coming down with it. So Craner will be picked up with his first foul. And that's the 8th foul called on Spirit Lake, and we go to the free throw line with still half of the second quarter to be played. Carter Brookoff will shoot free throws here for the Indians. One of the Indians that hasn't shot from the free throw line yet in this game, yet in this season. The 1-1. The first one is good for Brookoff. He will get one more. 18-13 is the score. .4:17 to play second quarter. One more free throw will come for Carter Brookoff. It is up and it is good. So Carter Brookoff makes both of his free throws. And the Indians have cut the lead back down to 4. It's 18-14 with 4:17 to play here in quarter number 2. Scott's got the basketball. Morich now. Forest City with some pressure in the backcourt. 3 men on the defensive side. It's going to force a turnover as Spirit Lake throws it away. The Indians had the backcourt pressure. They threw the basketball away. Spirit Lake did, and Forest City will get it back with 4:10 to play here in quarter number 2. Spirit Lake led this game 9-2 to open it up. Since then, Forest City hanging around 18-14. And Noah Miller will bring it up. We know Spirit Lake's a good basketball team. Forest City lost some key components to last year's team, but also brought some contributors back. So the big thing was, what were we going to see out of Forest City? And so far, we've seen, obviously, a first game rust, but we've seen a pretty good basketball team. That one's kept in by Catsby to Craner to Morich, who dunks it. And the dunk's a little bit louder inside an empty gym. 3-ball, Noah Miller is good the other way. A transition 3 for Noah Miller in the answer. So Catsby with the dunk, Noah Miller with the 3 the other way, and it turns into a Forest City now down by 3. They were down by 4 before that little transition. Now Morich will go inside for an easy 2. He's got 10, and it's 22-17. 3:20 to play here second quarter. Noah Miller left side looking for another 3 back-to-back. Can he have it? Give it to him. Back-to-back 3s for Noah Miller. And a timeout is going to be called. Forest City has cut the lead to 2. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll take 30 as well. We're back in 30 seconds on KIOW.
Since 1954. Schnebley's carries tires and golf car batteries in service. Schnebley's Fuel and Service of Forest City.
Welcome back here on KIOW, Forest City High School. I'm Zarin Egestal with you courtside as it's Spirit Lake 22, it's Forest City 20 in quarter number 2. Basketball in the hands of the Indians of Spirit Lake. Catsby trying to feed inside. We'll have to kick it back out. This one is Doolin gives it off to Mayer. Mayer's got the basketball. Over to Scott. Back to Catsby. Catsby inside for two. Give it to him. So Catsby's got another bucket. It's now 24-20. Forest City trails by 4. Carter Brookoff with the basketball. It's stolen away by Catsby. He goes the other way, and he tried to throw one down, just not quite enough. But he does get the two anyway. 26-20 is the score. 2:28 to play here in the second quarter. It's a 6-point lead for Spirit Lake. The fans that are here trying to get on their feet, trying to help their team. Snyder gives it off to Noah Miller, who wants a long three. This one's short. Ends up in the hands of Dylan West. Looking for two, no good. Good rebound by West, just couldn't quite get the finish. 26-20 is the score. We'll go the other way with Spirit Lake. 2:04 to play, second quarter. Far cross-court pass will end up in the hands of Riley Reynolds, left wing. Reynolds is pickpocketed by Noah Miller. Miller going to the rack, looking for two. Count it. He scores his second 2-point field goal of the ball game, and Forest City is back to within 4. 26-22, the steal and bucket for the Indians. Catsby looking for three. It's good. He was left wide open. That is one of the guys you don't want to leave open. If you're going to leave anybody open, he's not the one. And miscommunication defensive-wise for Forest City leaves him open. It's 29-22. Snyder drives in. His shot no good. Defended there by the Spirit Lake. Now they've got numbers 5-on-4 the other way. Scott passes inside. Catsby wide open. He scores. Spirit Lake on a roll right now, trying to open up their largest lead of the ball game. 31-22 is the lead right now. They're tied with their largest lead of 9. And a foul is going to be called on Riley Reynolds. That'll be foul number 2 on Reynolds. And that's going to be his 9th, or rather the team's 9th foul. And Dylan West will shoot free throws for Forest City. It'll be a 1-and-1 opportunity for West. With 1:03 to play until the halftime break, 31-22 the score. First free throw is no good. West will not get a second one. Scott brings it across the line for Spirit Lake in those gray jerseys, gray and black jerseys. Forest City in the home whites and reds. Scott with the basketball, gives it off inside. Catsby looking for two more. Give it to him. Big first half for Catsby. He's got 17. And with 41 seconds left here in quarter number 2, it's Spirit Lake 33, Forest City 22. Largest lead of the ball game for Spirit Lake, and a travel is going to be called on Snyder. A turnover right back to the Indians, and they're going to have an opportunity for more buckets. Plus possession arrow favors Spirit Lake, so they will have the basketball to start the second half as well. 33-22 the score. Scott will bring it across the line. A&W halftime show. We'll have the girls basketball team, some players, and of course, Coach Matt Upperling, the head coach, going to join us as well. Scott got it right wing, gives it off. Catsby wide open. Three is good. From the top of the key, it's 36-22. 6 seconds to play in the quarter, and a double dribble is going to be called on Noah Miller, and we're going to go the other way. A travel in the last possession, a double dribble in this possession. And back-to-back turnovers will give Spirit Lake an opportunity for more points as the quarter winds down, as the half winds down. 36-22. Mayer feeds inside to Catsby, and it will go out of bounds, and it'll be Forest City basketball. Catsby mishandles it. Out of bounds, Forest City will have the basketball with 2 seconds left in the quarter. Got to try to find a three up. Lieber from half court is no good. And that will end one half of basketball. After a half, it's Forest City 36. It's Spirit Lake, Spirit Lake 36, Forest City 22. We come back for more basketball in a minute. The A&W halftime show, a minute away here on KIOW.
Do you need custom-built hydraulic hoses? Call and contact me at 14 Upper IGA for hydraulic hoses. We can make
This is the NW Halftime Show. We'll be talking with portions of the girls basketball team and Coach Matt Erpelding when we come back in 30 seconds. Welcome back. This is the A&W Halftime Show. A&W Family Restaurants in Forest City has delicious sandwiches, shakes, cheese curds, and, of course, homebrewed root beer daily from 11 a.m. until 9 p.m. A&W, where the food is as good as the root beer, on Highway 69 north in Forest City. This is the Halftime Show, and we're going to be joined, as always, by parts of the girls basketball team. And Ellie Kaler and Kaylee Miller joined us last week. This week, we're going to start off with Hannah Good. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing pretty good. Well, what did you see out there? A pretty tough team. And I guess let's start first of all. I know offensively was a little bit of a struggle to start the game against Algona. Much faster start for you guys offensively. You lead 12-0 right away. What did you see offensively?
I thought we did really well the first half, offensively and defensively. We got into the game really well and started off very well, and then kind of had a slow start to the second half. But overall, a good start.
In a well-coached team, you knew that they were going to have good athletes, as they did. So how important was it to get up 12-0 and to have that little bit of a comfort right away?
It was very important just to make sure, we knew what we were doing and not to let them, just to kind of get in their heads a little bit, make sure they're not too confident, and kind of brings them down a little bit.
Well, a 2-0 start to the season. I know the long season ahead of you, but that's got to feel pretty good to start the season 2-0, huh?
Yep, it definitely does. Gives us a good start to the season going into tomorrow's game and then Friday's game against Gardner.
And you were able to knock down a three-pointer in this ball game. Did it feel good to knock one down right away? Maybe a little bit of a comfort shot for you?
It definitely did, and I think it helped my teammates get in the groove too. I think Ellie knocked one down somewhere in there, and I think it got a good start to the game.
Awesome, Hannah. Thanks so much. Shay Dillavu going to join us as well here on the show. And, Shay, I guess let's start off in that same realm there. You guys open up a 12-0 lead right away. From your perspective, how important was that?
I thought it was important just because they have a really great basketball tradition, and to get into their heads early was really important. Just coming out after playing 2 minutes and you're down 12-0, that's hard and not very fun for them. So.
Well, a good first half for you. You put up 12 points in the first half. You were pretty dominant down there. They were having trouble. They were trying to get Smith down there to guard you, and they brought Van Dyke in there a little bit trying to guard you, but you were able to make some moves and had some nice steals and some breakaways as well. What did you see from your offensive game?
I thought it was much improved from the Algona game. I've been working on playing different spots, being versatile, and it felt good to get back into the post spot where I'm really comfortable.
Well, a little bit of a different game, some adversity for you guys as well, foul-wise, as a couple of you guys got near that mark a little bit. Do you ever notice that and maybe say, maybe I have to change my play, or do you keep playing the same? Or just take us in the mind. What's your thought when you're like, oh man, we're getting a little bit in trouble that wise? From a player's perspective, what's your thought?
Especially this season, just because we don't have a lot of girls, you definitely take a step back. You still want to be aggressive, but you have to play different just because we don't have a lot of numbers. The coaches do a really good job of reminding us to play smart or back off, just still playing good defense, but maybe not as aggressive.
Awesome. Well, good luck tomorrow night as you guys will travel to Eagle Grove for your first conference game of the year, looking to go 3-0, and we'll have you pass the mic over now to Coach Erpelding. Thanks, girls, so much.
Thanks.
Coach Erpelding going to join us here on the halftime show as well. And Coach, I guess we'll start off with the same question I started off with both of the girls with. You get that 12-0 comfort. First of all, probably a little bit better of an offensive start than you guys saw against Algona. You get that 12-0 comfort right away. How does that feel?
Yeah, it was a difference in the game tonight. That was pretty much the difference in the ball game. But A couple things I thought, I thought we transitioned better as far as getting to our spots on the floor. Algona, our transition was too middle third of the floor, and therefore a lot of those breakaways were turnovers instead of layups. Tonight I thought we did a better job of spacing the floor and getting to our spots, and which made our transition more effective. But yeah, I thought the start was huge. I'm pretty certain they were expecting us to come out in a 1-3-1. Knowing that, we decided to start in man-to-man. I think that threw them off a little bit, and kind of got them rattled a little bit, and then we just kind of ran from there. But it was a heck of a ball game in the second half. I mean, it wasn't easy.
Yeah. Coach, I noticed for them right away, they started off in a zone, and you guys pretty much dominated that zone and put up those points, and then they quickly switched to a man-to-man too. That's got to feel pretty good for your team to put up some good numbers like that in zone and force a team to switch defenses.
Well, exactly. And I think it was maybe more our transition that got them out of that defense. And we got some stuff going to the hole, obviously, but yeah, their matchup zone, we just ran our man stuff against it to start, and like you said, got some easy stuff with some pretty good attacking the basket and just playing basketball type action. And then we struggled a little bit there when they made their adjustment. It's a good change on his part. He had to do something different. He did. We struggled a little bit, but our defense in the second quarter allowed us to struggle a little bit. I think we only gave up 1 point in the second quarter there, so that allows you to struggle offensively when you're shutting them down on the other end. So our defense is obviously pretty solid right now. Our offense needs a lot of work.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Coach Rogers has been around the game for quite a while. He has 376 career victories. Didn't let him get to 377 tonight. Coach, how does it feel to start the season 2-0? That's got to feel pretty good going into your conference schedule later this week.
Well, it does, and I think it means a lot for the girls to have the confidence. We got some girls playing a lot of minutes that haven't played much in the past. You look, Hannah Anderson's been hurt. All last year, and hasn't. This is the first real varsity minute she's got, so she's learning on the fly. And Hannah Good's role has increased. So we're getting comfortable with the units we got on the floor. But I thought Hannah Good played extremely well tonight. I thought she passed the ball extremely well, hitting that three early. That's her job. Knock down the open three. I think that gave her a lot of confidence. She passed the ball extremely well in the first half, I thought. And our bench players played extremely well and played in foul trouble tonight. And that's something we're going to have to learn how to play through.
Yeah, Coach talked about that a little bit. One other thing that I noticed, Coach, I wouldn't say a total struggle, but a little frustration maybe from the free throw line.
No, Aaron, it's a total struggle. We got to shoot better than that. We might have been 50% tonight, but that was the first thing I said in the locker room is, we got to make free throws. We're going to lose ball games because of free throws. So but it's got to get better, and it's good free throw shooters missing them. So it's a mental thing, but that has to get better. We're going to lose the opportunity to win a conference championship because we can't make free throws.
Well, Coach, I will add in the last 2 minutes you were 6 for 6 from the free throw line, and that's how you win ball games right there.
You're exactly right.
The other thing I noticed, too, when it comes to free throw shooting is, Coach Rogers obviously knows that, Emma, with being a freshman, they wanted to foul her. And how big was that as a freshman that they're trying to foul you? You get fouled and you go knock down.
Well, it's kind of funny because I chuckled because when he was coach wanted them to foul her right away. And as soon as they fouled her, I said, that was a mistake. She's going to make them both. And she did. So shoot them with confidence. That's all that matters.
Absolutely. Coach, thanks so much for joining us here in the post-game or in the halftime.
Thanks, Aaron.
And we'll talk to you again tomorrow night after hopefully a 3-0 start with Eagle Grove.
Sounds good. Thank you.
We continue on here in the A&W halftime show. Our scoring from the first half. Brandon Lieber scored 2 points. Noah Miller had 10. Carter Brookoff had 2. And Andrew Snyder had 8 points for Forest City in the first half. For Spirit Lake on the other side, it was 20 points in the first half by Vance Katzfree. It was 10 points from Morich. It was 4 points for Scott, 2 points for Reynolds. That's 36 total points for Spirit Lake in the first half. Forest City puts up 22. 36-22 is our score as we head into the second half. Foul-wise, Forest City's got Truman Knutson with 3. Nobody else is really in trouble. Thorson has got 2 for Spirit Lake. Reynolds has 2, and Amos also has 2 fouls for Spirit Lake in the first half as we get set for second half basketball for Forest City with a deficit, but the Indians know they have some offensive the offensive power, going to try to bring this one back here in the second half. The inbound pass will go to Scott. We are underway with second half basketball between Forest City and Spirit Lake. Kriener has the basketball first. We mentioned the younger brother of Ryan Kriener, former Iowa Hawkeye. He's here in attendance this evening. He's been very vocal about, that's going to be an offensive foul called on Spirit Lake. Been very vocal. Ryan Kriener has been about how much work that him and Tyler have been putting in the gym. And Tyler having a good start to the season here tonight as well. Foul will go against Warich. That's his second, first of the half for Spirit Lake. They had 9 fouls in the first half. 36-22 is the score. Now Forest City will pick up an offensive foul. And it will go on Lieber. So Lieber will pick up his first foul of the ball game. 1-1 each. Both of them pick up offensively. Both teams trying to get things going here to start things off. 30 seconds in. 36-22 the score in favor of Spirit Lake. Catsby wants 3, yes. Catsby has 20 in the first half. Give him 3 already here in the second half. He's got 23, and it's 39-22 the score in favor of Spirit Lake. Truman Knutson gives it to Snyder. Snyder looking for 2. No good, but a foul is going to be called, and 2 free throws are coming. Tyler Kriener, I believe, is guilty of the fouls there. It is Tyler Kriener. He picks up his second foul on Spirit Lake, and we'll see free throws coming for Andrew Snyder. He'll have 2. His first one is on the way, and it is no good. So the free throw woes continue here for Forest City. Brookoff is 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Nobody else has made one. That one is good. I know it's something that Coach Rosacker stresses on, but that could be, part to the not having a lot of open gyms, not having a lot of as much practice time, and maybe not as much gym time as you would like with the team. But I know Coach Rosacker would say you got to make those free throws. Got to have free throws. Catsby inside, blocked shot, and a foul is going to be called. And Catsby will go to the free throw line looking for 2. Free throw on the way is no good. Catsby will get one more. 39-23 is the score. 6:46 to play here in the third quarter. One more free throw on the way is good. 40-23 is the score. 6:44 to play in the third quarter. As Carter Brookoff will bring this one across the half-court line over to Truman Knutson. Knutson gives it off to Noah Miller. Miller with the basketball left wing, looking to drive inside. Instead gives it off to Knutson left wing. Off to Snyder. Snyder gives it off to Lieber. Lieber over to Truman Knutson on the right side. Now Brookoff. Brookoff drives in, has to bring it back out of the top of the key. Gives it off to Lieber on the right wing. 6:19 to play third quarter. Off to Noah Miller. Miller looking for a drive, and a blocking foul is going to be called on Spirit Lake. Blocking foul goes on Amos. That's his third foul. That's going to be the third foul for Spirit Lake here in the second half, as Mayer will come back in, the senior. 40-23 is the score. 6:16 to play third quarter. Inbound pass to Snyder at the top of the key. Snyder gives it off to Brookoff. Back to Snyder. Left wing. Snyder looking to drive. Got Kriener off balance, but it's poked away. Back the other way. Mayer. Mayer gives it off to Morich for 2. No good. Picked up by Forest City, but stolen away by Scott. Scott gives it out to Catsby for a long 2, and it's good. Catsby's got 2 more. We'll go the other way. Lieber looking for a drive, blocked by Scott, and Scott will pick up his first personal foul. It'll be the 4th against Spirit Lake. Catsby will come in. Into the ball game for Spirit Lake is Mason Weeks, senior, in for the first time. Noah Miller, right wing, looking to drive. Gives it back to Brookoff. Brookoff at the free throw line. Off to Truman Knutson, top of the key. Lieber looking to drive for 2. His shot no good. Rebound by Scott. Scott going the other way. Scott gives it off to Weeks. Weeks stops, gives it back to Scott, right wing. Mayer with the basketball left wing. Inside to Kriener. Kriener looking for 2, no good. And the foul will be called. And it's going to go against Tyler Kriener. He's going to pick up his third foul. That'll be foul number 5 against Spirit Lake here in the early goings of the third quarter. 5:24 to play in the third quarter. Timeout is going to be called by Forest City. 42-23 is the score. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll take it as well. We're back for more basketball in 30 seconds.
NBT Investment Center of Forest City, located at NBT. Whether it's completing your 401k roll, saving for your child's education,
Center. Call 585-IRS. MBT Investment Center, your partners for financial success.
Welcome back here to Forest City High School. Zarin Eggleston with you on KIOW, live at KIOW.com and on the KIOW app. 42-23 is the score. Of course, you can follow me on Twitter as well if you want to stay up to date with all things going on Forest City and North Iowa athletics. At Radio Eggleston, at Radio Eggleston. You can find me on Twitter. Zarin Eggleston with you courtside tonight for a doubleheader of girls and boys basketball. 42-23 is the score. 5:13 to play third quarter. Carter Brookoff has the basketball, gives it off to Noah Miller, left side for Forest City. Now Brookoff in the left corner. Brookoff works up to Snyder at the top of the key. Snyder gives it off to Noah Miller. Miller inside to Lieber. Lieber looking for a bucket. His shot is up and it's good. Nice little play by Brandon Lieber. He'll score his first second half bucket. And 25-42, 42-25 now the score in favor of Spirit Lake. Mayer with the basketball at the top of the key. This is a good Spirit Lake ball club. Forest City trying to go toe-to-toe with them. Spirit Lake has opened up a little bit of a lead at the end of the third quarter. Here at the start of the third quarter, end of the second quarter. Scott with the basketball, one of the seniors on this team, gives it back to Kriener. Kriener back to Scott now, right wing. Forest City trying to trap and get a steal. Kriener with the basketball left side. And a travel is going to be called on Spirit Lake's Mason Weeks, who was pulling up for three, called for the travel instead. 4:18 to play third quarter, 42-25 is the score. Inbound pass will come from Carter Brookoff along the Spirit Lake bench. And we'll inbound it to Brandon Lieber, who will bring it across the line here for the Indians. 4:11 to play third quarter. Right side, Noah Miller with the basketball on the right wing. Miller gives it back to Michael Olson. Olson with the basketball looking to drive. Inside, kicked out to Brookoff, but it's poked out of bounds by Week. It will stay with Forest City along the right side. 3:59 to play third quarter. 42-25 is the score. I think Forest City would be happy if you were to tell them earlier that they would keep the Spirit Lake offense to 42 here in the third quarter, but the Indians offense just hasn't been able to get going the way they would like it to. But that's partially to do with the defense of Spirit Lake. Lieber with the basketball. Lieber now to Snyder, left wing. Snyder gives it off to Brookoff at the top of the key. Back to Snyder, Lieber, top of the key. Michael Olson with the basketball. Snyder looking to drive. He goes through a couple defenders. His shot no good, though. Rebounded by Spirit Lake, and Brent Scott is back the other way here for the Spirit Lake Indians. Weeks with the basketball along the right side. Back to Scott. Scott stops, gives the basketball over to Rowley, who's in. They'll go to the far side now. Scott on the right elbow. Right wing with the basketball. Weeks with the top of the key. Noah Miller trying to go after a steal. Back to Scott. Forest City trying to force a defensive turnover here. 3:03 to play in the third quarter. The feed inside. The pass is long, and it will go out of bounds. 42-25 is the score, as Catsby will come back in for Spirit Lake. Catsby and Doolin both in for the Indians of Spirit Lake. Forest City's Indians will bring the ball across the line. Noah Miller with the basketball. Off to Lieber on the right side. Inside is Snyder. Snyder looking for two. Can he find it? No. And the rebound will be picked up by Spirit Lake. Will go the other way. Weeks with the basketball across the half-court line. Top of the key. Brings it out to Rowley. Inside, turnaround jumper up. No good. Rebound Snyder. No, it was going to be picked up by Thorson instead. He goes up for two, and he's fouled. He'll head to the free throw line for two free throws. The foul will go against Forest City's 32. Carter Brookoff. That's his second. Second free throw is up, and it is good. So the first free throw is on the way. It is good. Thorson will have his first. He'll be looking for a second one. It's up, and it is good as well. 44-25 is the score. 2:32 to play here in the third quarter. Lieber will bring it across the line here for Forest City. Lieber will dribble to the left side. Looking for Carter Brookoff, top of the key. He's got it. Brookoff now to Noah Miller, who will swing around to the top of the key. Free throw line, drives in, looking for a kick inside to Andrew Snyder, and a foul is going to be called on Spirit Lake on the drive of Snyder. And it's going to go against Spirit Lake's Thorson. That's his third. That's the sixth of the ball game, or rather sixth of the half for Spirit Lake. And a travel is going to be called on Snyder. We're going to go the other way. 44-25 is the score. 2:11 to play, third quarter. Forest City trailing Spirit Lake 44-25. Basketball in the hands of Doolin, who will bring it across the line for Spirit Lake, wearing those gray and black jerseys for his city in their home whites. And we've got 3 seconds in the lane going to be called on Spirit Lake, and we're going to go the other way. 1:58 to play now, third quarter, 44-25, same score. Noah Miller will bring it across the half-court line. Noah Miller drives inside. Floater is up, and it is good. Count the bucket for Noah Miller. He's got 2 more in this game. As Noah Miller is at 12, leads Forest City, nearly 30 points in the ball game for Catesby. It leads all scores. This one will go over and out of bounds right here at the scorers table. 44-27 is the score. 1:38 to play, third quarter. Forest City will get the basketball back with an opportunity to try to cut into the lead, which we mentioned is at 44-27. Going to take a big comeback for the Indians here at the end of the third, into the fourth quarter. See if they're able to do so. Brookoff top of the key with the basketball, left side. Truman Knutsen's got it. Off to Snyder. Snyder inside to Lieber. Lieber inside the lane. Turnaround jumper for Lieber, just a little bit tall off the glass. Picked up by Spirit Lake, and we'll go the other way. Noah Miller nearly pickpocketing that one. Inside, Thorson looking for 2. Snyder with a block from behind. No, they're going to call a jump ball, and it'll be Forest City basketball. 44-27, the score. Forest City will get it back. As Morich nearly pickpocketed. Thorson trying to go up with it. Jump ball is called, and Forest City will get it back. 1:10 to play, third quarter. 44-27 is the score. Carter Brookoff looking to get it in. He does to Noah Miller. And Miller will get it back to Brookoff, who will bring it across the line for Forest City with 1:05 ticking on the clock. 44-27. Morich going for a steal, pokes it out of bounds. We'll stay with Forest City. Brookoff will inbound it to Lieber. And a foul is going to be called on Reynolds, right on the inbounds pass. Reynolds is called for his third. That's going to be the 7th against Spirit Lake, and Forest City will shoot free throws, and it's going to send Brandon Lieber to the free throw line for Forest City, where he is 0 for 3 so far in this ball game. First one is on the way, and it is good. So Lieber able to find the free throw there. Now 1 for 4. We'll try to add on to that. 44-28 to score. 1:01 to play, third quarter. Second free throw is good. There's the Forest City free throw shooting, as Lieber will knock them both down. 44-29 is the score. Doolin with the basketball inside the lane. Gives it off to Kriener for 2. He scores. Good play there by Tyler Kriener, able to find a bucket. 46-29. Noah Miller looking the other way. Bucket is going to be called off. It was no good either way. We've got a foul on the floor, and it's going to be on Doolin. That's his first. The 8th against Spirit Lake. And Noah Miller will shoot free throws now for Forest City. Getting his first opportunity from the free throw line with a 1-1. So Forest City's canned their last 3 free throws now. 46-30 is the score. 16-point lead for Spirit Lake. Second free throw on the way, and it is also good. There we go. 4 for 4 in the last 4 for the Indians. 46-31 the score. 45 seconds left, third quarter. Forest City trying to put that pressure on. Trying to find a steal instead. No, it will be a steal. Brookoff with a steal for the Indians, and Forest City is able to try to cut into the lead. Now Doolin steals it back. Forest City had a rush. Doolin steals it back. Now Lieber's got another steal for Forest City. Who's going to find the bucket? It's going to be Forest City's Lieber. Back-to-back steals for both teams, and Forest City finds the bucket. 46-33. Forest City will get back on defense. Morich will drive in. Kicks it out to Doolin. Swings it to Cats free for a long 3. No good. Forest City with a bucket here. Could cut it to 10 or less. Or rather, no, could cut it to 11 or 10 here. Noah Miller for a long 3 at the buzzer. It is no good, and that will be the end of our third quarter. Catesby does put one up from half court, but it is in and out and no good. Forest City back to within 13. Can they outscore Spirit Lake by 13 in the fourth quarter? We will find out when we come back in 1 minute for more basketball action on KIOW.
Forest City 4 at the corner of 9 and 69 in Forest City. Wishes good luck to our local athletes. We look forward to seeing you compete. When you need a vehicle, see us at Forest City Ford, where customers really do send their friends.
Custom Paint and Collision of Forest City. Corey and his staff have nearly 50 years of body shop experience and can fix just about anything on the road. They give free estimates and also carry car batteries and windshield wipers. Located on Highway 69 just south of Forest City, it's Custom Paint and Collision, your body shop.
The Shooters dining room is now open. Shooters will continue to have their drive-through window open as well. Check them out on Highway 69 North in Forest City or call ahead at 641-585-5000. That's 641-585-5000. Shooters in Forest City. Dining room and drive-through now open.
Welcome back here on KIOW. 46-33 is the score. Forest City trailing by 13. Spirit Lake will start with the basketball here in the fourth quarter. The Indians will need a big fourth. Yeah, they're going to try to come back and find this non-conference win. Had the second quarter get away from them a little bit. Right now, that's the difference in the ball game. Ball's on the floor for a moment. Inside Morridge, spin around, kick out. Mayer for three. It's good. Mayer knocks down his first bucket of the ball game, and it's a three-point J. 49-33 now the score. 7:33 to play fourth quarter. Brookoff with the basketball, top of the key, looking to drive inside the lane. The floater is good. Little floater for Connor Brookoff. He's got his first field goal of the season. 49-35 the score. Forest City trying to put some pressure on it. Morridge brings the basketball across the line. The right wing. Morridge gives it off to Catesby. Catesby looking to drive, kicks back out, long three on the way, and it is cash money for Cale Amos as he's able to knock down the three-point bucket. His first bucket of the ball game. 52-35 the score now after Amos knocks down the three. Snyder looking to drive inside the lane, ball's loose on the floor. Who's going to get it? We might have a tie-up. And it's going to be a jump ball that will go to Forest City. The Indians trying to steal away a timeout there as Coach Rosacker constantly yelling timeout. Not going to get the call, though. 52-35 is the score. 6:44 to play here in the fourth quarter. Brookoff will inbound it to Noah Miller. In the backcourt, Noah Miller working across the line, gives it off to Carter Brookoff at the big FC of the center of the court. Now to Noah Miller, left wing. Miller looking to drive, stops, kicks it back out to Lieber, left wing. Lieber inside to Michael Olson. Olson kicks back out to Noah Miller, looking for a three, no good. Rebound will be picked up by Catesby, and we'll go the other way across the half-court line. Catesby at the fourth block, jumper, no good. Rebound, flying Amos, trying to come in. Forest City's got numbers, 3-on-2 the other way. Lieber in the lane. Stops, gives it to Noah Miller. Miller looking through 3-4 defenders, in and out, no good. What a skilled play there by Noah Miller. The rim did not agree, though. And now a free throw is coming for Spirit Lake as Carter Brookoff is going to be called for a shooting foul. Kel Amos will go to the free throw line. Brookoff will be called for his third foul. That's going to be foul number 4 on Forest City. And we'll see free throws coming for Amos. First free throw on the way is in and out, no good. 6:04 to play fourth quarter, 52-35 is the score. Spirit Lake in the lead over Forest City. As we'll see one more free throw coming for the senior, it's good. Senior-led squad this year. They've got a goal in mind this year, and that's Des Moines. This is game number 1 for them. Offense will keep clicking, though Forest City has shut the offense down a little bit this evening. Brookoff for 3 left side. It's no good. Forest City no good on the shot. They'll go the other way to Catesby, and that one will go out of bounds. Last touch by Catesby will be Forest City basketball, and you look at me and say, well, they've got a 18-point lead. What do you mean? And, well, this offense is capable of putting up 70, 80 points in a night. Forest City right now is got him at 53. Though Forest City's offense also capable of 50, 60 points a night, only have 35 at the moment. Jumper for Brookoff is good. So even better defense being played by Spirit Lake in this ball game. 53-37 is the score. Scott will bring it across the line, top of the key. Scott looking inside, kicks out to Mayer. Mayer left side, 3-point shot. Amos, no good. Rebound to Morich for 2, it's good. Morich will find a 2-point bucket, his first field goal of the second half. And it's 55-37 with 5:04 to play here in the fourth quarter. Carter Brookoff will bring it across the line. Left wing, Carter Brookoff to Noah Miller at the top of the key. Miller looking for a screen from Andrew Snyder. Gives it off to Lieber. Lieber open, looking for 3 now himself. It's good. Brandon Lieber cans a 3. His first of the ball game. And it's 55-40. Back to a 15-point lead for Spirit Lake. Morich brings it across the line for Spirit Lake, being guarded there by Andrew Snyder. Snyder hands this one off. Amos in the lane looking for 2. His shot is up, and it is good. His first field goal of the second half as well. Noah Miller dribbles through 3 defenders, kicks it out to Lieber. Can he have back-to-back threes? Yes, he can, as Brandon Lieber knocks down another triple. And it's 57-43. Forest City back to within 14 with 4:15 to play in the fourth quarter. Timeout is called by Spirit Lake. 30-second timeout, we'll take it as well. We're back in 30 for more basketball on KIOW.
Good luck, Indians, from Cabin Coffee Company on Highway 69 in Forest City.
Welcome back here courtside to Forest City High School's gymnasium, revamped gymnasium. You can see it on the video stream. If you're listening on the radio, it looks beautiful. Hopefully we'll have you all back inside the gym soon enough to cheer on your Indians and take a look at the brand new revamped gym. 3-ball, Morich no good. Rebound is picked up by Noah Miller. We're going to go back the other way here with Forest City. 57-43, Noah Miller wants a long 3. He wants to get into the party, no good. Truman Knutson fighting for a lease rebound, and it's going to turn to a Forest City basketball. Truman Knutson going the extra mile there, trying to get that basketball. And it turns into a turnover, rather a ball off of Spirit Lake, and it will stay with Forest City. Inbound pass to Andrew Snyder. Snyder trying to make a move on Kriener. Basketball in the hands of Lieber. Lieber far side to Truman Knutson. Knutson looking for 2. And we've got a foul on the floor. And it's going to go on Morich, his third. That's the 9th on Spirit Lake. And free throws will come for Truman Knutson, who will go to the free throw line the first time tonight, trying to find his first bucket. And it's good. That's 5 of 5 for Forest City in their last 5 after a tough start from the free throw line. They're now 5 for 5 in the last 5. A sore spot in the first half for the Indians, looking for 6. They've got it. 6 for 6 now in the second half for the Indians after struggling mightily in the first half. And honestly, Forest City makes even half of the free throws they missed in the first half. Foul is going to be called on Truman Knutson. That'll be the 4th on Knutson. That'll be the 5th on Forest City. Basketball in the hands of Morich, and a jump ball is going to be called, and it's going to go to Spirit Lake. Forest City thought they had a steal. Instead, jump ball is called. The Indians do have this ball game back to within 8. Excuse me. Brent Scott's got that basketball. 12, excuse me. Sorry about that. Scott, top of the key, inside, trying to go inside. Forest City's got a steal now. Carter Brookoff trying to go up with it as he's led by Noah Miller. The jumper from Brookoff is good. Forest City's got this basketball game back to 10 for the first time since the second quarter. Amos with the basketball. Inside, Kriener looking for a bucket. Off for a 2. Good pass there. Kriener gets it off to Morich for 2 more. 3 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Forest City trying to come back from a 12-point deficit. Brookoff top of the key. Lieber with a couple of threes has gotten Forest City close. Can he have another? That one's long, picked up by Kriener on a nice box out by him. And we'll go back the other way. Reynolds has the basketball, feeds inside. Doolin with the shot, and it will go. His first bucket of the ball game. Carter Brookoff will bring it across the line. 61-47 is the score. Brookoff has the ball poked away. Brookoff will run back to the half-court line and pick it up, though they wanted to get it before it went across the half-court line just in case, but obviously in that situation had it been a poke. Snyder with the basketball top of the key, being guarded by Kriener. Good defense there by Kriener, trying to keep that basketball, and Snyder out of the lane. Lieber in the corner. Now Truman Knutson will drive inside. He's fouled, going up for a shot, and 2 free throws will come for Truman Knutson, who just made 2 free throws. And Forest City looking for points without the clock running. 2:15 to play here in the fourth quarter. 61-47 is the score. Knutson going back to the free throw line for the second time. Second time in the last minute. And the free throw's good. So points for Forest City without the clock moving. That's what they like to see. That's what's really helped the comeback here in the second half, is Forest City is now 7 for 7 from the free throw line in the second half. Free throw on the way, it's good. 8 for 8 from the free throw line in the second half for Forest City. Has it a 61-49 lead for Spirit Lake. 2:15 to play fourth quarter. Morich gets it into Amos. Amos quickly across the line, gives it off to Katzvi. Katzvi gives it back to Morich at the top of the key. Morich back towards the half-court logo now. Will give it off. Amos, who will drive in. His shot no good, and he is fouled as he will go to the line. And he's got a bloody nose now. So we'll have to get the blood on the nose stopped. Carter Brookoff is charged with a foul. That's going to be his 4th. The 6th team foul on Forest City here in the second half. 61-49 is the score. 2:01 to play in the fourth quarter. And Amos is going to go shoot free throws, as he's still got blood rushing from his nose, trying to stop it with his jersey, and Spirit Lake is going to call timeout. It's going to be a full timeout as Amos tries to stop the blood. 61-49, 2:01 to play here in the fourth quarter. We'll be back in 1 minute on KIOW. Well, we had some happenings in the timeout, as that's why the timeout had to be called, as Amos was trying to go back onto the court, and he told everybody he was good, and as he was doing that, he was holding his jersey to his nose to stop the bleeding. Well, that caused more of a problem, because then his jersey is full of blood, and you can't play with blood on your jersey, so he had to change jerseys. So he, as such, changed to number 12, and so he's gone from 1 to 12 now. His first free throw is no good. He wanted to shoot the free throws. Second one on the way is good. So an interesting development, and it's so quiet inside these gyms, this gym with no fans, as you could hear the managers and the girls basketball teams directly behind him. As soon as they saw him put his jersey up to try to stop the blood of the jersey, you could just hear a big no, 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 and then we had all the other happenings. Noah Miller will try for a 2 after the free throws. It's no good, picked up by Spirit Lake. It's 62-49 the score. 1:40 to play here in the fourth quarter. Kick ball, it will stay with Spirit Lake on the left side. 1:40 to play now in the fourth quarter. 62-49 is that score. Morich will go inside to Katzvi. Katzvi will give it off to Scott. Scott back to Catsby on the left wing. 62-49, 1:31 to play here in the fourth quarter. Inside, Catsby has it poked away by Truman Knutson. Noah Miller, or rather Lieber, spin move in the lane, off the glass. Kiss it in there for Lieber. He's got 2. Timeout by Forest City. 62-51 the score, 1:19 to play here in quarter number 4. We've got a timeout on the court.
Support for Forest City Sports comes from Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Mark Franks of Forest City. Edward Jones is a financial services firm exclusively serving individual investors, offering a range of investments, including certificates of deposit, stocks, mutual funds, taxable and non-taxable bonds. Additional information available at edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC. Non-taxable bonds may be subject to state, local, or alternative minimum tax.
Welcome back here on KIOW. 1:19 to play the fourth quarter. 62-51 is the score. As we'll have an inbound pass coming. And Spirit Lake on the run on the inbound pass. Picked up by Catsby. He will score 2 more. 64-51 now the score. Brookoff wants a 3 left side. No good. Rebound will end up in the hands of Doolin. Doolin will give it off to Morich. Morich will drive inside the lane. He'll stop. Kick out to Kriener. Kriener to Doolin. Back to Morich at the top of the key. Inside, wide open. Kriener for 2. He scores. Tyler Kriener wide open for 2 more. 66-51 the score. 46 seconds left here in quarter number 4. Basket is going to be called off. We've got a whistle on the court. And a foul is going to be called. That's on Doolin. He picks up his second. That's the 10th foul on Spirit Lake. 2 free throws will come for Noah Miller. Here's the first one. It's on the way, and it's good. Forest City now an incredible 9 for 9 from the free throw line in the second half after making just 3 of the 10 they shot in the first half. They went 3 of 10 in the first half. Now 9 of 9 here in the second half, and that's the difference in the ball game right now. Second free throw is no good, though, from Noah Miller. And a foul is going to be called going the other way. 66-52 is the score. 41 seconds left here in quarter number 4. Foul is called on Noah Miller. That's his second personal foul. Seventh foul called against Spirit Lake, or rather against Forest City, rather. We've got a 1-on-1 coming from Catsby. His first one is no good off the front of the iron. Forest City will get the basketball back, running back quickly the other way. Noah Miller has it across the half-court line, top of the key, inside drive in the lane, has the shot blocked. Catsby is sprinting back the other way. In the gray number 21 jersey, looking for 2. He's fouled. He'll head back to the free throw line, and I believe it's Carter Brookoff. It is. That is 5, and he is out. It is on Carter Brookoff. That will be number 5 on Brookoff, so he will have to go to the bench. 28 seconds left here in quarter number 4. And we will have Catsby coming to the free throw line. And there's the substitution for Forest City as Dylan West will come in. So Dylan West comes into the game for Forest City as Carter Brookoff will foul out. Catsby will go back to the free throw line for a 1-and-1, or no, what is he shooting? 2 shots, excuse me. So the first one is up and it is good. He'll get 1 more free throw. 67-52 the score. 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Catsby's second free throw on the way. It is no good off the front of the iron. That was for number 30 in the ball game. He's got 29 tonight. 29 for him. Morge has got 16. 22 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Obviously, those are all unofficial stats. 3-ball, long range. Lieber, no good. Picked up by Kriener with 13 seconds left, and that's going to be the ball game. Final score, Spirit Lake 67, Forest City 52 will be your final. Forest City will start the season 0-1. Spirit Lake will start the season 1-0 in a hard-fought non-conference battle to start the season. Forest City will go into conference action starting tomorrow night at Eagle Grove. Spirit Lake will next have MOC Floyd Valley, as we mentioned, as they continue on the road. 67-52, the final here from Forest City. We'll take a break. We'll come back. The Waldorf University postgame show is 3 minutes away on KIOW.